All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you. And if you want to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. Let me know if you're hearing me well, because we have set some things on the mics so we can get you guys in the chat or directly on the phone calls and everything. We were working hard behind the scenes. All right, so let me know if you're hearing me well, if I have any delays at any point. All right, so anyways, you saw by the title, 1998 is gone, cries Marian Garden, Hallgrimsson, and John Wall. What say you guys in the comment section? Let me know that. All right, we're going to go through U20s because we had some groups picked yesterday, what it serves as, and you can give me your take on it as well. And definitely we have to talk about the game coming up, because we're going to talk about the pre-match press conference that passed. All right, we had it on the Imaxit, so please go over there and check it out as well. I think we might be doing the live stream on there as well. All right, yes, so let me know if the mic is running well. Let me give some people some big up so far. Chris Smith, massive respect, Chris Smith. Then we have Sheridan in the building, Jason Kuna, Siobhan Peart, El Padrino, Aram Campbell in the building, massive respect. Says Aaron Campbell, said JD Wagwan. Oh, the scouting I go for JFF, I don't know. Then we have Travis Pessoa, massive respect, Travis Pessoa in the building. Kemar Benson, did you listen? John Wall interview, I've listened to both of them. Yes, I've listened to both of them. Yes. 1997 team gone. Yes, but 1997 team can beat our current squad now. All right, so that means you live by that past. I can tell you that maybe 1997 squad might pick up 6 love from this current team, but you wouldn't believe me if I told you that. I had to go into a lot of other metrics for you to see exactly what I'm saying. So let me, but no problem. Let me drop the number and I'm going to pin the number so people can call in. All right. All right, so I'm going to pin that and you call it via the WhatsApp. All right, call it via the WhatsApp. I'm going to pin that link so you can call in whenever you want on any one of the topics. All right, yes. But to think that 1997 team, I was around in 1997. Hell, no way in beating no team of now. What are you talking about, man? You remember we were picking up 6. We were picking up 6 before, before some man came in to save us. So it's not me. I'm not 20 years old, okay? Nudge done. I'm not 20 years old, okay? Yes. Give the nowadays guys them respect. They would beat the bricks off of that 1997, 98 team. You know, nutrition and all of those things improved. Oh my God. It would run rings around us. So anyways, let me just chop up this one first. So the draw reveals groups for a 2024 CONCACAF U20 qualifiers, because we're going to come back into the U20 qualifiers because, as you know, one of the assistant coaches are actually the coach for the U20s, and what they are trying to make a transition to the national team, so a pathway, so any kid can believe that they can make the national team via them getting more data on them. I think it's a beautiful way to do things. Yes, it's not going to stop the real way of the best players that make the team, but at least they will have enough data to compare with the bigger players them to make the team. I think that is good enough. All right, yes. So Miami, Florida on Wednesday, CONCACAF conducted the official draw for the 2024 CONCACAF Men's U20 qualifiers. The tournament will take place between February 23 to March 2nd, across 5 venues in Central America and the Caribbean. The 27 men's U20 team were split into 3 groups of 5 and 3 groups of 4. All right, 6 groups are as followed. Host venues. All right. Group A, Cuba, Nicaragua, Belize, British Virgin Islands, and Anguilla. Estadio Nacional, Managua, and Nicaragua. All right. So I think those are the stadiums will be used. All right. Yes. The Group B, El Salvador, Antigua, and Barbuda, Suriname, Guyana, and Turks and Caicos Island. ABFA Technical Center, Pigats, Antigua, and Barbuda. Those are the 2 stadiums that they're going to be using. Group C, Guatemala, Curacao, Aruba, Saint Martin, and Barbados. Estadio Doratio, Gamach, Flores, Guatemala City, and Guatemala. All right. Yes. So those are the stadiums. Group D, Canada, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Dominica. Aisley Crawford Stadium, Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago as well. Then you have Group E, Haiti, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Cayman. SKNFA Technical Center, Basseterre and St. Kitts and Nevis, they're going to be playing. Then Group F, which consists of Jamaica, Bermuda, Grenada, and Martinique. SKNFA Technical Center, and the same 3. So Group E and Group F will be playing at the same location. All right. Yes. So Jamaica, under 20 guys, you need to start doing your research, who you think can make it and stuff, because we're going to start programs coming up to talk on that. All right. Yes, they're going to be taking on Bermuda, Grenada, and Martinique. The top team goes through. And as you know, this is the new standard in the CONCACAF. As you saw, no United States and no Mexico. All right. Yes, so you know how that's going to work out. I think it's going to be a similar system as to what they have used in the older in the past with ladies and men. All right, like a year ago. That's what I'm talking about. That where you have 2 top teams go on each brackets and then they fight it out. I assume that's the way it's going to go because we don't see them here. All right. Yes. So more likely that's how it's going to go. Guys, please do smash the like button as soon as they come in, share and subscribe. What say you guys? Let me know if you're okay with that system of you trickle players through, get more data on the players them via U21s. All right. So you can see a talent in Jamaica that never got the chance to go elsewhere. All right, so Maisden, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Dr. Ear said, style and play. Players' system has more advanced than 25 years ago. Stop living in the past and move forward. Triple E, bless up yourself. Massive respect. Tyrone, bless up yourself. Robe King, bless up as well. All right, so that's it for the CONCACAF U20s coming up. As they have said, the 23rd of February to the 2nd of March. That's how the program will be run. Yes, so look out for that and see what Jamaica does in that competition and how the players them look and what we can push forward with, because we always seems to look for the negatives. So let me see if we can find a few positives here and there as well. All right. Yes. So that is one. Let me move into the interview, but before we move into the interview, because remember, we have to go through 2 interviews, you know. We have to go through this one that we're going to talk about, and then we go into the match interview, which we're going to lead into looking at the squad prepared for the task ahead and what is expected from the coach. Because I thought he was clear. He was clear as to what he would expect from this team, which is the the Grenada team. He talked about how Grenada played Suriname and stuff. So we will get into that as well, man. We have a nice show set up for you guys. So keep on doing the great work. Give me a little second so I can share the contents elsewhere. Yes. And later I will be putting up the live stream. So look out for that. And once you see it, drop a like on it as well. All right. So let me get the next program running and break down that video. All right. Let me know if you're hearing it at any point. All right. Let me know if it's coming through, guys, yeah? All right, so we're about to start it. Let me know if you're hearing anything. Because if you're not hearing it, I can pull it up on my screen right here and then send it through. You're not hearing anything. This is the cell phone call, people. So it's coming from a cell phone, so it should be working. So that would have been a failure as to my work. All right, so let me play it now. I'm going to play it now, guys. All right. You're not hearing anything, guys? Let me know. No, it's not coming through. All right, so they said it's not coming through. Let me see what is the problem. All right, so yeah, because it was working all along, so that would be incredible if it's not working now. All right, I'm gonna get it through, guys. Is it coming? Are you hearing it now? You're not hearing it? Let me know if you're hearing it, guys. So let me know if you're hearing it. Just yes or no. No. All right. So that means the call not coming through. All right. So it is not coming through. That is a disappointment. I can't believe that. That's a joke. That's a joke thing. All right. So anyways, we will sort that out. All right. We will sort that out instant. Don't worry yourself. It will be coming through very soon. I have a feeling this is the reason why it's not coming through. So let me change it to see if it's going to come through via that route. Because it's coming through. Okay. All right, so it's not coming through. Mental. All right, so no problem. I will sort that out. All right, so let me pull up that one because now I have to put it on my screen. I never wanted to put it on the screen, but let me go back to it right here on the computer so we can get it. And it's from 876 stream. All right, yes, I'm gonna pull it up right here. Sorry about that, people. All right. Yes, so I'm going to pull it up and play it through this system. All right. You won't have any problem playing it through this system. All right. So let me get this going. All right. It's set. All right. So let me get this running right here. You won't have any problem at all. Realtek audio. All right, so let me just use this for now because I don't really care. Let me just get this thing done. All right, so we're gonna start it right here, guys. You should be able to hearing it very loud now, alright?
I want to know, from the outside looking in, is this what you expected of the football culture?
Supposed to be loud enough, right?
No, I worked 7 years with the national team prior to coming here with one stop in between. And I thought it was at a higher professionalism level. I really thought so because of all the players that I knew in the team, but I came here knowing very little about Jamaican culture. So that was, like we've been saying, that was our first task to adapt and learn about the culture, and then we can start to say, this is how we can grow, but not coming in blind and tell everyone what to do before knowing what is actually being done. But I think if we want to, difficult to say it without maybe being judged on that, but if we haven't had any success for 20 years, we must be doing something wrong. So to be able to change that, we need to change the way we are doing things. And so we have started to talk about that since we came, but I think we know more now how we can change it. And so we are trying to implement those things, trying to get in ideas, trying to get in help, how we can improve our professionalism around the national team.
All right, so hopefully you heard that well. All right, and what would you say to what he has actually just said in terms of we were doing things we must be doing something wrong for us not to develop and qualify for 20 odd years. Would you agree, or you just believe that other teams are the better footballers? I want to say, based off my time here and hearing you guys, you always believe that the Jamaica team was good enough players-wise. So if we have not achieved anything in the 20 odd years, I want to think that you guys believe that you agree with the coach then. Via that work where you agreed with the coach because you had believed that the team was good enough. So if we have not qualified, I think even if you don't like the coach, you have to start agree with the coach right there. So yes, I think I agree right there because I do look at squads comparative to Panama and also Costa Rica. And sometimes we have better squads than them, but yet still never went through. So I want to say that I agree with the coach. All right. Triple E said, I agree with the coach. Shadow Strike said, of course, I agree, but I have to ask it because we can't know. Yeah. He's speaking the hard truth. And then Jura said, I don't think he is. Okay, well, I agree with him. I think we were saying that years now, Juras. So I don't know which side Juras coming from for me to understand, but Juras might have a different mathematics that I don't understand. So he will explain that at some point. Yes, so let me get through this video because I heard someone said, mind someone strike me or something. I'm playing a recording as to what somebody want. We have told you where to watch the video. So what more can I do? You understand me?
And Coach Maron, he's making a point, about contrast. Now, I'm not as old as you are, not to say that you're an older man, but, you'd have at least been here for those last 20 years that Coach is referring to. In relation to that passage of time versus the year that you've been working with Coach, like, what's the difference that you're seeing?
One of the best and worst thing that happened to us was our 98 campaign in terms of the success we got. But for some reason, for 20 years, we thought we could have done the same things we did those 20 years ago to qualify in a modern time, and that time we had all the players, or 99% of the players living here, training here. Now we have players all over the world. So things like those we got wrong. The logistics was different, because everybody was coming from here. Now people coming as far as from Saudi Arabia now, so that was one of our best and worst thing that happened to us, and I think it's just for us to I always use best practices to answer questions, and if you want to be like the best, we have to do what they are doing, and those are some of the things that we're getting wrong. But slowly but surely, as I hear coach said that, we're getting help, and with the experience that they have from Europe also help us, because we're dealing with most of the players that are playing in that environment. So that is good for us to get help and willing to grow, willing to learn, willing to change, willing to adapt. I'm surely for the past year, my management skills have improved drastically. Being around him, and before him, Paul Hall started me off with Europe. So it's very good for me as a person, and I always try my best to share with all the Jamaican coaches that I can talk to, about my experiences. I always try to invite them in to come and watch sessions, watch how we work together. And, most people are, open to it, some not, but slowly but surely.
That is actually...
All right, so Miran said a lot there, but we keyed in a few things that I want to know if you agree on. Pretty much everything that he had said, almost everything, that he said just a while ago, I pretty much agreed. I'm surprised to see that he's so open to change. At first, when we heard him picking his team, it was kind of the opposite towards a change. So I'm asking what happened to Miran over that time, because he never gave me that same feeling when I heard him. Like for past situations like the U20, U17s, the last time around we never heard him spoke like that. So I guess maybe the coaches are doing more than what we are giving them credit for, because he's attributing that to being around these guys, learning from the Europeans, and now at the same time saying that if our competitors doing a certain things, we have to do close to that to get anything. So, for instance, Mexico and United States to be exact, they said they don't want to use any MLS players. They just want to use all high-level players because they need their pressing metric to fit this playing style, what the coach wants. So I think he was alluding towards that, to say that, yes, we have to get the best players them. We have to get them in early. We have to use similar systems to combat these guys if we want to be in the top 4 best teams, because the region is not so soft as before. Now you truly have quality, and we have the quality, but we have to put the resources behind that quality to match others in order to achieve that task. And I do agree with him. Yeah. JD Meron sound like he's educating himself, and that's good. Yeah, Mr. Revolution, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because if you listen to this man 1 year ago, it is the complete opposite. He's saying, so I have to give him his respect. So what say you guys? You agree with Meran? And remember, if you agree with Meran, it will kind of take away some people, because I realize that you still have those people that hang on to the 1998 hope to say that, with 1998, we pick everybody. Party we are eat, we are run up Blue Mountain Peak. You understand me? No. I think what he's saying makes perfect sense. People are much more educated now. Science is way improved. We can't go out there and talk about hope and with vibes. That ain't going anywhere. 3 tiki-taka, a 6 we get. No vibes can't help us. All right, so I think I like what he's saying right there. All right. All right, so Tyrone says Davis Meran is a big joker. Why he's still around the Jamaican players after what he done? Okay, well, I don't know, but what he's saying now, I can separate this situation that I'm having an argument on to give him his credit. So let's see how he implements what he's learning now going forward, and that will determine who he is as a person. Yes, because now he's under someone, so he can't enforce everything to the rate or he could if he's on his own. So let me judge that. So let me judge a man as to what the evidence produces. All right. Dexter Nation, big up yourself, massive respect, says me there late. Uncle JD, my name. Oh my God, I've got an old man name. All right, good Lord. All right, so I have agreed with everything that they are saying in this video so far. Andrew 55 says Meran is a part of Papa failure, but we just attributed the lack of education towards the failures. So we have to put that period in that patch as well too. And with that, you have to give him a pass to say that he has been learning because him himself admitted that. All right? Yes. The teacher finally met the master. Triple E said, and Jerome, bless yourself, thanks for being here. Massive respect. I am not Uncle JD, but I will keep it for now. Let me continue. So far, beautiful as to what I'm hearing. All right? Dean Fraser, big up yourself. Massive respect. Continue to try hard, my brother. And we will try to get this phone call getting through the system, you know, guys, because I don't know what's going on, but it should be working. All right? Yes.
Identified as one of the major problems that we have in the country, the coaching.
Yeah, man, the coaching, and it's not the knowledge of the coaching, is how we think we can just have something over here and don't share it. You know, how we share things. You know, they share everything with me. There's no day that I'm in this program from day one till now that I feel as if I'm the only Jamaican. Sometimes I don't even remember that, you know, because we share everything. We talk about everything. You know, we eat together, we talk together, we plan together, everything. You know, and sometimes we laugh after jam together. You know, but yeah.
And before we move into some other stuff, just quickly on the players, like you mentioned from the outside looking in that with the talent that was here, you'd have thought it'd have been a little different professionally and maybe infrastructure. But just talking about the players themselves, like how are you enjoying working with this crop of players? And then, of course, there's a lot of excitement in terms of who's interested to play for Jamaica as well.
Well, I think we have been kind of privileged, the players we selected in the beginning. We were quite happy with the players from the beginning, so we haven't changed the squad a lot. We have looked at some probably 50 players in maybe 40 players in FIFA window, and then some more local guys or playing here domestically. And in the USL as well, in off FIFA windows. So,
and before we continue, guys, I love what Triple E just said. Knowledge transfer is very important to JA. All right. So with that said, then, even though we beat these guys, we have to give people their credit, because at the same time we were saying that Mr. Spade putting Meran Garden on the board was not a good thing, because we don't want any one of these guys here. But the fact that we are admitting that he is changing as a human being, as to what we are hearing, would you not give Mr. Butler, not Mr. Butler, we talked about him and maybe he's on our minds. Yes, so Mr. Spade, not Mr. Butler, Mr. Spade, would you give Mr. Spade his credit then? Because he was the one put him on the board then. So if you're going to give Meran the credit, would we not have to give Mr. Spade the credit as well right there? So it's a credit giving week. Would you not give Mr. Spade the credit? Yes or no? Let me know before we get back to the conversation. And if you just came in, 144 in the house, massive respect. Please do smash the like button, get us to 200 very fast so we can get the visibility out there. All right, Itza says no credit given. Wow. That is terrible. So if you're going to agree, but we will take a call later. Mr. Issa, boy, oh boy. All right. Mr. Revolution said, yes, I think Spade can get some credit. I actually agree, you know, because we have, oh my, why are we so wicked? It's like we have to do, this is what I'm learning, you know. So that means we can't give a man a credit for a specific reason, you know. So once he does something bad over here, we can't give him no credit for nothing else. Wow. All right. all right. Tyrone says some credit. Omar said should not. Jerome said yes, you have to give him that. And I agree. So you have some man just not giving him no credit. All right. Spade did say he wanted the coach to learn and he's telling us he is learning. So credit is due. All right, I agree. Some man does not give him the credit. I understand. I can understand from that side as well. You know. That means they can't see nothing else. Let me continue. Wow.
So we've gotten to know probably close to 60, 70 players that we have worked on. So not only football-wise, but also knowing them as person. So I'm really happy with them. And if you put your mind into the players' head, we are taking players from the highest shelf in football. The Premier League is probably the most professional league in regards to everything. So we are taking players from the highest shelf, bringing them here to a level that normally would demotivate them. So we are really happy with the attitude they are showing, the mentality they have, wanting to come to play for Jamaica. But there is an area, I think, if we can give them an environment that will motivate them more, I think we can even get more out of these players. And that is our task, to get them really motivated every time they step on the pitch for Jamaica, to give everything, because we are giving them everything we can.
For clarity, coach, so I think I might have mentioned this when we had the sit down ahead of the last window, but when Renee Simoes was here, he was kind of
All right. Before we get into that, because that is the part we'll take over the whole show and we have to get people on and stuff. All right. But he said something just a while ago. They worked with 60 to 70 players. Right. 60 to 70 players. Right. They get to know them more than just what they can offer on the football field, but as a person as well. So obviously those are the things that combines that they use to do their selection. So sometimes it looks like it's not just down to their actual talent, but how they can work with other teammates, how they work with the coaching staff. That was everything put together for them to select certain players. But he said something else now, which is dissing. He is kind of styling the JFF as well, you know, but he's doing it different now because he realized what reaches Lauren Donaldson. He does not want that to reach him. So I saw his attitude slightly change from the other day, the way how he's dissing people. So let me know if you saw that. He's dissing them much more subtle than how he usually did. All right. So what he said now was the environment, the players, these are big players. So the environment should be better. So pretty much he does not believe that we are treating the big name players them properly. And that's not, that's why we can get even more out of these players, but these players are not comfortable. So maybe sometimes they are giving their all, you know, but naturally you can give out even more subconsciously. You get me? So they want to tap into their subconscious. So they want to come here and drop off two of their legs before they go back. He believes that can happen, and he's not seeing that. So it could be on the players them side, saying he's not seeing enough grit from the players them, but he's definitely talking about the infrastructure that sets up for the players them to want to do more, you know? But he curves it in a different way. So I don't know if you got that from his statement just a while ago, but that's what I got because I listened to it twice. So yeah. He disrespect Jamaica all the time. The man never disrespect Jamaica. He never disrespect Jamaica under 55. Come on, my ego, man. Jesus God. Bye-bye JPL and MLS players except Blake. Up and running. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Thanks, JD, to cut off that 1998 talking point from people who want to go back in time. But remember, that was our channel, you know. That was our channel motto, you know. And Africans, we have to give Africans this credit. All right, stay away from 1998. All right, yes. Any smart professionals, that's a red flag alarm. What the JFF did. Trying to strike said, I don't think this more just speaking on what he was seeing in terms of the local versus foreigner. Okay, that's what you got from it. No problem. It should be all the players, not just the big players. All right, but maybe the other players them don't used to anything different from what they are getting on the field, infrastructure, and what they expect. It's completely normal. If you don't use too much, you're gonna be okay with whatever you have. But if these guys are coming from big level, and when they come here, they can't run on the field, they can't do certain things because they never played on it before. It doesn't feel familiar to them, so they can push out their natural best. So they have to start fight how to kick a ball around the pathole. When the local guys, them could have just kicked the ball in the pathole, then run in the pathole, and then everything is okay. You get what I'm trying to say? I think that's what he was trying to explain. So listen to it 2 more times, and you might get it. Juba, big up yourself. He needs to talk it as it is. Mr. Revolution said, yes, he's calling out JFF, but not doing it aggressive like Lauren. Andrew, yes, Andrew has something else, man. Winston, big up yourself, massive respect. Detta said JPL players are lame, not good, can't play. I have not said that, Detta Nation. I'm just saying they could deal with the situation different because that's what they are used to. All right, people listen to the interview, listen to the question of the interviewer, to get the context. Well, Jason, I have listened to it. That's why I said that is what I think he was trying to kind of go to, but trying to find a way how to put it in because he's throwing those digs. So if you don't get that, Jason, I am understanding where you're getting your takes from. It's okay. Brown Bear said JD, it's not a diss. It's called constructive criticism. Well, I'm telling you, Brown Beer, Jamaican and no constructive criticism. I don't know what you're talking about. We are Jamaicans, you know. And boy, go constructive criticize a man, not Brown Beer. Go out there. Brown Beer, just go out a door in a Jamaica and constructively criticize a man and see if you get constructed. Am I lying, people? Yes or no? Am I lying? Yes or no? Am I lying? Just yes or no? Everybody, even the most biased Jamaican, delusional person would say you must be you're dead out the door. So don't come tell me about it's called constructive criticism. Who cares? Tyrone says no. All right, Tyrone Williams, are you alone? Go constructively criticize the man out the door, Tyrone and Williams, and see if we see you back in the chat. You might have no finger left, and it's not KFC. Yes, so let me move on. But I am telling you, man, the vibes that you guys bring up on a daily basis ain't normal, you know. Shauna says facts. Mr. Revolution said there is no such thing as constructive criticism in Jamaica. Everything is a diss. That's exactly what I was trying to say. You know? I don't know why people got in their feelings. I'm a Jamaican just the same. So I can just say it as it is. You know what I don't like? I just said it as it is, you know. And you said the coach should say it as it is, you know, but yet still I complain when me say there's no such things as constructive criticism in Jamaica. Then you start getting a feeling. So I'm trying to show you, you might turn KFC, finger no licking good. Yes, but let me continue.
I might ask you to explain that last in a minute, but I was just saying that when he was here, you know, he had a sort of free reign, not in the case that there's nothing to stop him from doing what he wanted, but just in the sense that he was allowed to, you know, pass his influence over more than just the 11 players on the team and the couple that are on the bench at any given time. For clarity, how much scope do you have in terms of imparting your ideas to the actual wholesale setup of the Jamaica football system?
Well, we try to push, but now it's a lot about budgeting. It's a lot about finance because JFF is running not only the men's team. At that time, probably they didn't have a women's team, a lot of youth teams, etc. They didn't play as many games as we are doing today. So it's really is down to budget, what we can do with the budget we have. But I think looking forward, looking at the squad, I think we can pay back if we invest cleverly in this men's national team, I think we can pay back with reaching the World Cup, going for the Copa America, etc. Because the prize money is there for return. So but we have a lot to say, and then it's to implement what we say. That's always the more tricky part than to say it.
All right, so let me stop it right there, just to clear up that point, because he's going to go on point 2. So what he said is, what we have now to back then, it's not the same. Jamaica was much more centered on a limited amount of teams. Now you have the girls' football and several more lower tiers, and also more of the competitions in those lower tiers. And you have to spread the wealth around, and there is not so much capitals for we to concentrate so much on the Reggae Boyz. But he would believe that they need to invest a little bit more heavily in this one, due to the fact that the stakes, so making it to the World Cup, you know that is 9.8 million US dollars. Naturally, I think it's going to jump up to around 12 by the time the World Cup comes, or by the time when we qualify. All right, it's going to be around 12 million. And then obviously more will come on that. The Gold Cup, the Copa America, the Nations League, you all get so much money out of that none of the others can compare with. Would you agree with him to say that invest more in the Reggae Boyz? Or would you say wherever it can stretch, so the Reggae girls can get their natural amount, and the kids them can get their natural amount? Let me know. But he's saying at this point, we have to invest a little bit more, because we have the quality and we might can do great things and pay it back more than once as well too. Let me know. The senior team success is used to fund all the others. I don't think that is actually accurate, Cephas, because now the ladies football is getting so much money. You can't say because the ladies brought in more money than the boys over the last 4 years. No, over the last 15 years, the ladies brought in more money than the actual boys. And that happened over the last 2 cycles of them qualifying for the World Cup, what they did in the World Cup and qualifying the last time as well. So even though it's bigger feat when you actually achieve it, how much time Jamaica achieved it? 0 in the last 15 years, in the last 25 years, 0. You understand me? So the girls came in and did it twice, and also progressed in the competition. So that said, made make enough money to overshadow the boys. So we can't just not give them their just due, Cephas, all right?
You want to add to this, John? Maybe you...
I can explain why I started to laugh. Okay. Because it's the common tongue in Jamaica. Said when Renaldo Cephas was here, and when 98 was here. You get what I'm saying? I respect what he did thoroughly, wholeheartedly, but it becomes a fallacy of Jamaican football. Like Maron said, you think you can do the same kind of thing 25 years later? I mean, even Madonna's changed her face a numerous amount of times with her music style. So there you go. Yeah, and she managed to stay important. Yeah. It's not about him changing his face or Maron. Perhaps me, and I'm kind of bold, you know. Perhaps go to Turkey or something, switch up. But the main fallacies don't live in the past, try to look at the future and take accountability for this, take decisions for the future, not dwell on something in the past.
Right.
Yeah.
Because football has developed so fast in recent years.
Yeah.
There's so many things in football has changed in recent years.
Even the rules.
All right, so we will take the calls and that what Mr. John Wall said. All right, so sometimes are we just stuck in by that? And I'm talking local people. We have to say local people now, because remember, those are the ones getting into power, and those are the ones trying to get into power as well. And those are the ones that says, we did it in 1998, so that's how it should go. everybody else coming from overseas, naturally would have come with whatever added education they have on nowadays football to try and change things, but I always get that pushback from the people inside the country saying that 98 we did it this way, so this is the way it have to go. And that's why I think a lot of the coaches them failed, because they came to do their thing, you know, but they have to do it, they have to try and spin around what they are trying to say, you know, and what they want. So it becomes complicated. You listen to Schaefer, you listen to John Barnes, you listen to Paul Hall. They have to always be doing things around what we in Jamaica believe it should happen. It should happen. It becomes almost mad, you know? And I think they are seeing the problem now, because it looks like it's 50 times he heard about 1998. So he's not really happy. You get me? So I think it's a time that 1998 is dead and done. You get me? Yes, and I totally agree with him. And that's a shot at all the old men that's talking about that, oh, we need to go back for old man to play. Jamaica is a Jamaica. And we can't sell out with you them a Jamaica for play for the team. And we need to be the next, what you call it? The next person in JFF leading. But yet still, me I tell people that a Jamaica next team, and all stems from 1998. Yes, Mr. Anderson, that's what it all stemmed from, 1998. The fallacy to believe that you can go for a 1998. That's exactly what a man said. The 1998 team would have beat this team, and I'm saying, yeah, go for Goodness in them, no? Go for Goodness in them, and see if the Damario Gray not chop up Goodison and left him on him teeth. Go for Shorty Malcolm. No disrespect, Shorty Malcolm. He passed and gone, but go for Shorty Malcolm and see where Damario Gray do to him. Go for Peter Cargill. Sorry again, Peter Cargill pass. Just go for them and see what they're gonna do to them. Stop on the foolishness here, man. All right, stop on the foolishness. I was there watching them, and now I'm educated in football. They have no chance, none. All right, none. Reality, all right, it's called spacing, placement, and football reaction, and that improves with science over time. Science, all right. No, Travis, we have to tell people that so they can know the truth, Travis. It's not about comparing eras. The older guys at Pele, what Pele told you, nowadays modern science, they couldn't keep up with these guys. So they wouldn't want to compare era. So they are technically telling you that the other guys are better because of that. But if they had that now, if they had what these guys had, they would have been better. Yes, but we are doing or we are comparing it, you know. We are just saying we need to do the exact thing. All right. All right. So the good thing is I respect these guys and I'm taking it. Overseas based players are the thing upon Jamaica, every country worldwide. Yes. Every country worldwide. In our region, United States say they are not going to use any MLS players. And our big stars them are MLS players. So I don't know I don't think they are saying anything bad. How can they compete? JD, Peter Cargill was great then. Would be great now. Nah, say that my brother. Okay, all right, no problem. All right. All I was saying then, take out the same man them, put the same man them, same ability, same condition, and put them up against Damari Gray and Leon Bailey them now, and see what they do to them. That's all I'm saying. Nothing else. Not trying to go into any tweaking. Yes. All right. All I'm saying is what we're trying to live by ain't working. And I'm not going to bash the coach them for that. Because believe me, what they're just doing is signing their death sentences if the next party wins. That's what you're looking at. Because the next party sells the opposite of what they're saying. You get me? So you have to say that these men have balls to say that now, because I know that they're hearing what the next party is saying. You understand me? but and they said it just the same. So John Wall, I have to give him respect right there to just say it out loud. Warrior said, I recently watched Jamaica against USA World Cup 98 qualifiers. The man's passing was very good. All right, Warrior, all right. One thing I know, anything I say, I'm going to get a pushback. All right, don't worry yourself. I will hear someone else steal my talking point and say it, and then you're going to say, yes, real talk. So guys, call in. I've pinned the number. So call in to let me see if this thing work. All right, because we want to see, and I'm going to open a Discord as well so people can say their piece. All right. Yes. So call in, people. Call in. Let me hear what's going on with Jason. Okay, Jason, I did with laugh. If Jamaica use local players every game, we get 20. Tycoon. Well, it's just the truth, I'm very sorry if I used the wrong names. It's just the first name that came to mind that I remembered from the 1998 team, people. All right? Okay, sorry, Jason. Sorry. Right word. Let me drop the link for the Discord and I open the call. We're in the post-match, so if you're already in the Discord, you can come in and give your take. All right? I'm going to set it up that it comes through properly. Yes, but I'm trying to get everything done. So JD, which would you prefer? The current administration or Raymond Anderson? I'm very sorry. It seems like Raymond Anderson and his other guys, they can improve, but the problem is we have to look at how long they're going to take to change their ways. So we have to, based on what they're saying now, and maybe they have to test it out and see that it won't work. It might push us in the dark age for the next 2 years. And I don't like to get into these politics, but I'm just talking about what they have shown us and what they have said so far. I tend to believe that the people that puts these guys in power, maybe they need to give them some more leeway, and they would be the faster ones to give them the leeway. I want to say that I might have to vote for this current administration because two of them are terrible. So I have to just go with the one that already put these guys in power, and maybe they only need to tweak a few things so we can get better from these guys, like maybe free up some more funds, find some more sponsorship so they can do more. So that's what I would have to do based off that, but I don't like none of them. I'm very sorry, I don't like none of the administration, and I think the Gensec sounds like a nationalist every single time, so I don't like them. But because the president seems to do things a little bit different, and he wanted these guys to come in, so I would work with the current one now. But none of them ain't better. So I would like a third option to be there. And more likely, it is being spread around by more people. So foreign people on the board get involved, everything. So you can get what's new from overseas to get inside Jamaica. You get me? I think only when the coaches bring these ideas come in, it's getting inside the JFF. And then you have the pushback of everyone. But if you have a next party with every position, the diaspora involved, you will get much more people supporting these coaches and opening up wider gaps. And maybe more sponsorships will come on board because more people will believe in it. I think it's a lack of belief from the overall body inside the JFF made certain things get pushbacks because they are not informed as to what's required in the modern era of football. Yes, anything Dave Cameron is not good. That's sticky. Yes. People 178, smash the like button, share and subscribe. If you're calling in, call in so I can get the call, so I can test if it's coming through. All right, so people can hear and I know it's working. All right, yeah, man. So call in or join the Discord. Let me see if people 2 persons in the Discord already. Pastor in the Discord. So Pastor, are you hearing me? Issa, are you hearing me? Let me know.
Yeah, man, everything good.
All right. You 1 second. Let me take the call to see if I can hear the call as well, and then see if it can come through. All right. It is Troublemaker Jason. Hello, Jason. How are you doing? I am not sure if the people hearing you. It looks like they are not actually hearing you. Hola, you don't have this check. I have all mathematics here, so just relax. Yes.
Didn't hear anything from the caller, JD.
It's not coming through because I have not done something right, but it's going to come through to you now. Anything that happens will come through to you now because I'm using B2. So if Jason talks, it should work, you know. It's not coming through to you as well, Pastor, right? So, all right. So, Jason, I will not take any call.
Haven't heard anything from the caller.
People, it will fix the next time. All right. I have one little error. Yes, and I've constructed all sorts of keyboards and drum and engineer. Nobody else can do this thing, but I'm trying to attempt. So I have time. All right. No, the discard is working. The discard is working. The discard is working. It is working. All I need to do is just open a different one and bring it through. Yes, the people can hear you, but I want the actual people in the discard have the ability to hear you as well. You understand me? So that is what I'm working on. So it's not about the people to hear. I can make them hear you, but I have some things to put in, some other softwares to put in, and then it will work. All right? Yeah, man. So just go in the discard and we chop it up. So people that wants to call in again, sorry, but we are going to work on something else to make it perfect. So next time again, super quality. All right? Yeah, man. Yes. That's my job, you know, computer engineer, Omar Fowling. So it would be bad if I can't solve this. All right? Uncle JD, a rich blogger, and I a technician. I am my own technician. If I can't do it, I'm a bad technician. All right? Anyway, so let me get the other panelists on board. All right? So let me get them in. Let me change this just to show you how it comes in easier. Look. All right. So once Pastor and others talk, it's going to come straight to you guys. So go ahead. We have Big Bad. We have Big Bad Pastor, Jason Ferran, and also Issa in the building. So let me start with Issa. So Issa, how are you doing? What you want to add to the conversation? Very early out. We have a lead pastor for last. You understand me?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm at work there probably next hour and a half. So top it up fast, you know. But morning, everybody. Good morning. 98 again. I mean, the John was so like he was so frustrated, you know. It says he says it's the common tongue. Every reference that someone make, it's about 98. And JD, I listen up a popular radio program, most mornings, right?
Oh God, is
and
that oral Tracy?
Him say one, and just me cannot understand, right? When the players that we have in the squad, right, that we get from Europe, and we see, when they are in Europe playing and everything, when they're over there, JD, in my mind, the only thing that they concentrate on when they're over there is football. When they go over there, all they need to think about, because their bills are being paid, they might get them check a week time, they concentrate on football. But you see, when they leave Europe to come on international duty, it's chaos. And what happened is that most times we say, oh, we're not getting the same quality from them. When we had players from 98 and the squad was mostly of local based players, we saw more hunger, we saw more fight, and we saw more this. But when you take players out of an environment that the only thing that they have to concentrate on is football, JD. And when they come here, it is all chaos. And then we put this level of expectation on them that when they come here, we want to see the same things that we see when they're in Europe. But JD, we don't have the same type of facilities. We don't have the same type of coaching when they come here. Sometimes they don't even have enough masseuse. You have 23 players, you have one masseuse. When 98 are going to have the 23 player and the one masseuse, and everybody all right. It is not the same now, JD. When they're in Europe and they have video analysts, they have all types of people to break down down to the blade of grass on the field. You understand? We never used to have that in 98. Now when they come to international break and they come down here, and all they can get sometimes is, oh, the coach doing his blackboard work, JD. It is not the same. It is not the same. So we cannot be referencing something that is outdated to when these players know, as me said, then get down to the blade of grass on the field, them can access. You understand? It is not the same thing. So when you know your reference point is something that you did 23 years ago, JD, and trying to use that same formula for 23 years onward, what do you think I got happen when everything that you're doing is outdated? And then you put a level of expectation on these players to perform and give you the same results. JD, like, I wonder, like, what kind of maths that? You've been talking about maths. Oh, that the maths work, JD. You want the same quality that you see when they're outside of this region. But how you gonna expect that when they come here, when everything is chaos? You understand? When they want to come here and concentrate on football, they can't even get proper assessment. They can't get proper treatment. Probably the nutrition is not the same. They can't fly from point A to point B in a comfortable enough space to when they reach where them go, them have cramps, them not this, them not that. So it's not the same. And we have to move past what we used to do. And the formula that we think that had worked before, it is not the same. You understand? And trust me, the coaches have a really, really tough job. A really tough job. Because when you want players, as you quite rightly hear the coach say sometimes and commenting on certain things, when you want players to come here and you just want to do your job, you can't do that. You have to, it's like, okay, plan A no work, plan B no work, plan C no work. You have to go D, E, F, G, R, H to try to work around the things that you're book on. You understand what I say? So,
Facts.
So sometimes I listen to these people talk, JD, and I have to really wonder. People even go as far as they say, oh, some of the players are spoiled because they think that it's the same things that they get in Europe. Okay, that's the same thing that they're going to get here. JD, how you expect the players to come and give you a high level of performance when the things that are required to bring the best out of the players are not here? Are you going to keep saying, okay, but when we had 98, we never have this or we never have that? The times have moved on. So things that you never have before, now is the time to put them in place so you can get the highest level of performance from the players. You understand? Yes, we are glad that we had qualified back then in 98. But things and times have changed. And the level of input from your federation is at a higher level now that is required to help the players to be at their optimum level. And I don't think we're getting that. And people might see players coming in from all over the world to come and represent us. And when they come here, it is way different. And I believe it is because of the environment that they're in. Oh, all right, you work at a workplace. All of us who are on this Discord and listening. When you work at a workplace, you're in a good environment. When you go to work, you can concentrate on your work better. That me see that as a plus. Me can just come in and work and do my job without having to complain and I think about other things. Yes, we know everything is not going to be perfect, but you want things to be at a level where you can come and concentrate on your job. And sometimes I don't think our environment. Look on this, JD. Even the atmosphere around the team, some of the time, just even that, not even only the things that we don't have in the atmosphere. Think about that. When the players come in, a lot of times it's just chaos. Too much news about this, that. Just even the atmosphere, not even go into the infrastructure and things that we don't have. Just the atmosphere, JD. So I think all of that is spilling over from people thinking that the same formula that we had before can work now. And it is not so. And I don't think our administrators get that. Over these 23 years that we have qualified before, you understand? They don't get that. So I don't think one, infrastructure is not right, and two, even just the very atmosphere, JD. When you come, there's just too many things that are happening where we take your mind off of football. And you go say, oh, these are professional players. They should be able to block this out and block. Yes, when they should be able to block it out, but when you go, okay, ready for go trade now, you don't have no gears. This is missing. That is missing. Yes, I say? So, 98, come and gone. And we're in a new dispensation of football now. And we're getting different crop of players, more educated, I would say. And I think we're getting coaches more advanced, more educated. And I think also the administrators should be at that level as well. I sent you a picture in the Discord, the post-match Discord. Montego Bay United just released they sold the club and they have a new leadership. And look at the picture. Look at everybody in the board of directors that you see there. Just look at the type of people you see and the titles that they have and which area they're responsible for, JD.
Yes, I saw it. It was very professional, like what they're trying to achieve.
Like, every level, you have somebody who you want to be is competent there. You see what I say? So this is what I want to see from the federation. You can't have clubs that is running way better than the federation. You see me say, JD? Yeah, man. And then, me give past or whoever else. Go ahead if you have a question for me.
Yeah, one second, because it looked like somebody calling in. But let me know if you guys are hearing the press conferences. Because are you guys hearing that? You guys are getting in the Discord?
No.
You're in,
no,
none at all? No. So let me know if you guys are here. You guys are hearing this in the because I think it says it's coming through. So why keep
not hearing anything?
All right, this is amazing.
Maybe through, but not in the post match. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's literally saying it's coming through. But all right, then we can't take the calls. Them we'll just go ahead, Pastor. Yeah, people, we can't take the calls them today. I will rectify it. I don't know what the hell is happening, but I will rectify it. You go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead. Everybody else except Pastor. Sorry. I don't know. People, we have 77 likes on the video, and we are 1 hour here. And we are talking only facts. So you tell me, so much people just want we stay before. For you not to even like the video, come on, man, people, get the lead video to 200 very fast so we can get the visibility going, yeah? You can come in the Discord, Mexico. Mexico is the same place we are in the Discord. People, I was just trying to fix something, but it's not coming through. I will rectify it, all right? No worry yourself. But because I don't want to disrupt the show, that's why. Yeah, go ahead, Jason, and then Past after.
Yeah, so basically, it's a spot on as far as the environment in your workplace and how it will make you perform. Because you have to remember, when you're in a workplace and let's say you have like a team building exercise or go on a retreat, those are the type of things, get you rejuvenated when you're ready to go back to work now. And you can put out your best performance. Like JD there say, when you might answer the question, you must say you have to tap into like the mental side of the players to make them want to give even more.
Yeah, man.
Because you see them playing and you wonder, why you're not seeing the performance and the output. Now, a part of it, we always want to put down to the coach and the system and them not gel. But I think another part of it that we sometimes dismiss is the mental side of it. Why the player not putting in the extra yard or that extra run, the extra 10-yard run at work. Maybe it's a situation last night. Maybe he never sleep so good because, instead of having a room to himself, he have to share with that. I don't know. But I'm just saying these things can all affect the performance on the field and how much you're willing to give and how hard you're going. And I don't want to sound like I make excuse for the players, but in this day and age, as we know, these are professionals. So that means they are getting top-notch treatment everywhere they go every single day. So when you get accustomed to something and then you have to do something different from that, it's not going to work out the same. So I think the coach is spot on. And I think as far as like not having the infrastructure, that is one thing, right? And I think most of the players that come would know, they're not going to get the sun or certain things that they might get at their clubs. But one thing we can do is control the variables that we can. So like you can't tell me that we can't get a proper nutrition plan and deal with it. Food is food. We can't afford the food. I don't agree with that. So if you see players eating foods that they shouldn't eat leading up to games, you know, that's something that we should be able to control at all times. So I don't agree with them thing there. Because yes, we don't have the infrastructure, we don't have certain things, but we have a lot of variables that we could control. We have a vibrant tourism industry, so the player them should be comfortable when they go to Jamaica every time, which, you know, has been improving lately from what I've heard. So, you know, we just need to be able to control the things that we can and not be so caught up in what we can't do and what we don't have. Let's just make sure that the things that we can control, we do at a top-notch level.
All right. Well said. Then we bring in Pastor, and after that, Mexico, Iraq, or whatever his name is, can come in because every day he changes his name on a different device. All right. So, Pastor, go ahead, big boss, so we can flow straight into the game itself.
I heard Issa's outpouring on person's reference point, so I'm going to start there. I grew up as a very energetic boy in the 80s with parents who liked to use this term, young bud no no storm. And they would always reference the 1951 storm. For those of you who were around in the 80s, you will be able to understand what I am saying quicker than the rest. Now, there was a very serious category 3, I believe it had upgraded to, named Gilbert, September 12, 1988. You know, I'm one of the persons that is responsible for Gilbert coming to Jamaica. I went on my knees. Me love food so much I make have prayer and fasting because I got tired of hearing my parents say, young bud no storm, and when them talk about 51 storm, me say, it must come to an end. You know, since Gilbert come to Jamaica, I maybe closer to 10 major storms and hurricanes that hit Jamaica between now and 1988. Yes, that is courtesy of some prayers that I prayed in 1988 to make sure, say, they can't tell me, say, young bud no storm. In fact, between 1988 and now, me know more storm than my parents them did know between 51 and 88. How instructive. I've said all of that to say this. JD, every day more and more we realize that a lot of the persons in the chat or who listens to the program, they hear, but they do not learn anything. They see other persons type in the chat. They read, but they do not comprehend. The coach made a statement, and people should go back and watch that interview or press conference when he made the statement that the present quality of the playing surface in Jamaica fights against the Jamaican team in the sense that Jamaica does not have home ground advantage.
But Pastor, people can't see past you saying that you made the storm turn up, you know. So
no, I prayed for the storm. I never made the storm. Please,
yeah,
please.
I know.
Prayed for the storm.
Oh,
I
God,
was
Pastor.
diligent
All right,
in
Pastor.
praying for the storm. Yes. Very diligent as a young boy. Yes. So the coach made the statement. That
Ryan Burke says, come on, Pastor, with that foolishness. You also want to take responsibility for people that lose or lost their things during Gilbert.
I
don't want to sidetrack you, but I'm just giving you what the people are saying.
Let me answer him.
And let me add this on it as well. Andrew 55 put $5 says 1998 is the blueprint of Jamaica football. Only a dunce coach wouldn't take a page from Simon's book, but they have not said they are not going to take any page, or they never respected it. Andrew, I think you need to just close off the biasness and the hatred for the coach and just listen to what they have said. All right? Go ahead, Pastor, to the comments and your statement. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I will answer Burke, and then what I will say will also answer Andrew 55. What I was saying before, you tell me what Burke said. Burke, when the storm reached, I was so upset that I did what I did because my pet pig had just littered, and I had 18 piglets that were like 4 days old, and we couldn't find them. So yes, it hit me personally. Calico must me lose all of my investment in them. Good. So that will answer Burke. Despite all the damage we Gilbert caused, I ended up finding them still. They did run go hide on the Wankasha route. So I ended up finding all of them.
Okay,
yes.
Okay,
back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. The reality of the situation is when they make the reference point of 98, it is the headache of the present coach. The 98 reference point with the playing surface as it was in 98, which I believe it is probably worse now, was beneficial to a team that was predominantly local-based players. That's why I said, JD, that for the 4 missing persons the spaces going to Grenada, we should have picked players from the JPL for them know how to run on them kind of surface, because of them we have a Jamaica too. We should have drawn from the 3 teams playing in the CCC competition the players to fill those spots. They are accustomed to running on those kind of surfaces down at Grenada. So if the coach needed to put in one of them on the field, after him get 50 minutes out of the players who play in Europe to save them to play against Haiti, he could inject these JPL players, especially if we're leading by 3 or more goals. So everybody not realizing how damaging the 98 program is to this program. It is the reference point, and we will always look to the reference point. However, we do not have a predominantly locally based team. The larger percentage of the team is playing outside of the country. Right now, which JPL players in the team? Whisper is not playing in the JPL. So people put things in context. And JD, I like the fact that the coach raised eyebrows when he spoke to us not having no homegrown advantage. But he has not gone back to the same verbiage. He has chosen to be more subtle, but still stinging, because he's pointing to the fact that they have met players. They now have to get into the players' psyche to deal with the conditions that the players are taken into. So the condition, which is a major problem, has to be dealt with psychologically. And this now, with the man named 55, whatever, who is belly aching, is where you see that the coach is drawing from the reference point of Renee Simoes. Renee Simoes didn't have this problem as big as Grim now has it. And this is our reality. We cannot be stuck in the mundane or stagnate and expect results. The only body of water that pushes out nothing is the Dead Sea. And guess what? You can't even swim in it because the water is so salt. Ted, that's the reality. You do not become the Dead Sea in a football environment and have anything to show for it. So, except you want us to kill our football in Jamaica, we have to dance to the beat of the drum. played by Hallgrimsson because he's the coach right now. And I want us to understand that the coach is not foolish enough to have to only learn from his experience. You see what they do to London Donaldson. So he might jab them under their short ribs, but he must shadow the punch. So from that interview that you played, JD, yeah, good job, good job, coach. Good job.
Okay. All right. So let me know when you finish, boss.
I stopped. There are two other persons on the panel that has not spoken.
Yes, Mexico hasn't spoken yet.
Okay, Mexico, go ahead, Mexico.
No, I'm just listening because, like, what I got from I watched the interview about 3 o'clock this morning, so it's fresh on top of my brain. So,
Okay.
like,
So what?
the negative thing out what he said about 98, I can't see where it is coming from. You get me?
What you say? You can't see or you can see? Which one?
I can't see where the negative comments are coming from. Like, I don't see what he said for them to be going against. He never undermined what happened in 98. He said it was a blessing and a curse.
Yes. But Mexico, I think Mexico, if you're following things through and through, you would have learned that the man that is running now, that's the premise that he's running on, to say that it should be local based players making the team and predominantly be in the team, and that's how our football will flourish. And also, that's the way we should sprinkle a little bit of the talent that we're getting from overseas to play. So that's what he has to sell to people. So you have people that believes in that method to say them pitney and them friend them for play for the national team and not them bag of money where I come from England. That's how them look at it. So if the coach come out and say, Miran said that exact phrase that you're using. If him come out and say that, them are gonna burn him out because them side to that side. You have a lot more people than what we think we actually believe in that side. You understand me? So that's where them get angry.
All right, listen. Last night I was thinking about, like, I was watching a comedian do his thing on YouTube. So, like, I was thinking that my personality is so great, I should make it universality. You see? Why Jamaicans don't think that way? But, like, it's an international football team. It's not just surrounded by Jamaica. It's something that it can impact the whole world. We need to take more care of what we're doing. Like, him gonna get the boot.
Yeah, but Mexico, they know that it's actually international. But they are coming from a perspective of being a nationalist to say that just like we did it in track and field, we should be having people to rival the world in football as well. But the difference is between track and field and football, we were doing this for 100 years trying to perfect the craft. They have the coaches for that. We don't necessarily have the coaches and can afford the coaches for football. So the years that we made up in track and field is not there for football, and we don't have the funding to catch up. And it will take natural time to catch up because you have to go through academies, grow kids and everything, because you're not gonna see man 26 teach him how to play football and him learn football to the highest heights by 30. It rarely happen. You might perfect something that you become useful, but you're not gonna be the generational talents them like the Yarmina them and those guys. It don't work. You understand me? So they are just trying to rush their package way too fast, you know? Yes, and sometimes borderline delusional. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to say it's not a good concept, but I don't accept it. Like, the talent we got right now, why not go at it right now? The squad we got right now, in my opinion, if we put the squad together the right way, we got the best squad in CONCACAF.
I am not going to agree with you. I'm not going to agree with you. But I would say that if we get everything correct, we will be a good threat in CONCACAF, you know, because I'm using the football principle to it, you know, and but I don't think we have the best players in CONCACAF. We have some of the best players, yeah.
I'm not going to say we have the best players, but like, we are more aggressive, or we can be more aggressive. We are fitter, or we can be more fitter than all of the other teams. Those are things teams fear Jamaica for, or aggressive play, or quick running. Be like, for the last 3 matches, I've only seen Jamaica isolated one player to attack a winger, attack a left back. For 6 matches, be like, please use what you're good at. Like, I seen
but Mexico, if you don't get any isolations of players, first thing, Jamaica is not the fastest football team. Mexico, but maybe you'd have to get the metrics to know that. But we're not the fastest. So don't listen to other people saying that we're the fastest and all sort of madness. We're not the fastest football team. But anyways, aside from you're saying what we use, which is speed, which we are one of the fast teams as well. So I do agree with you that we should use speed. But that is tactics, you know, in Mexico. You can't just go out there and run left somebody, you know, and then run left your position and then post up in it at 25 you get, you know, if you just want to go to do a run up and down. You understand me? It's a mathematics and a chess game, big boss. So if you can't do it, I don't think that's why you have to learn football in Mexico, because you can't just say, oh, because I'm faster than everybody, I need to get 17 breakaway. That's one of the Mexico. You think City are the fastest team in the Premier League?
No, but they're the best team possessionally. You get me?
So Mexico, me just ask, you can just say no, I'm them, me just finish, you know, but you just don't. All right, finish Mexico. We have Tennessee in there, so I want to make Tennessee go. So just finish a point, big boss.
Like, possessionally, you can isolate a team without pace. Like, you can bring a team to the right side with just your position your players. You get me? But as I say, it's a bigger statistic thing than I'm looking at it, yeah?
Okay. No, I'm just trying to, because sometimes people will listen to what you said and take it as exactly gospel and then beat the coach, said, oh, the coach not do that. But remember, you have an ex-brain beside that coach. And remember, you have responsibilities, both defensive and offensive as well on the field. So it's a lot more things going into games to get the isolations that you're looking for. Jamaica got isolations on certain teams and they didn't on others because, as I said, possession is important. Some of the games that Jamaica had, Honduras, they never had the dominant possession. So the isolations became less frequent. So they just couldn't do it because they had to be figuring. If you're defending, you can't be trying to take on people because you don't have the football. You just talk about position. So the metrics is there, and I think that they are doing well enough. When they are at their peak and can possess the ball a little bit more, maybe you will see those breakaways. You get me? But you're not going to see them if Leon Bailey have to take it 35 yards in his box because he needs to cover 20 more yards to even in a slight advanced position. You understand me? So it's hard to happen. It's hard to happen. So I wouldn't jump and just say speed and flair and stuff there. Because I think in football, it's kind of the dying sword more than anything else.
Yeah. When Leon Bailey get the ball down at 35, 40 yards from the goal, I'm just looking for him to get 4 because him not passing the ball when he at Jamaica. Like, I've seen Bobby Reid in the middle of the field, him on the line, like him get the ball from the left back, pass the ball inside and move. The man hold the ball and turn back line. Yo, just
Okay.
please do the right thing. No? A million times. The last match against Haiti where we draw 2-2. But like him do it more than 10 times in the second half when we forget to break them. Every time. But like him me understand that part. Him now go provide from 40 yards.
All right. So, Big Boss, hold on. People, please smash the like button. 200 odd people in the house. Let me bring in Tennessee to you, or Tennessee has to say. Then we can chop it up and go into the discussion of what to expect later, because this still serves as the pre-match as well, you know. And we need to go to go through the press conference as well. You get me? So we have a lot of things to chop up. So get the likes up on the video, people. We already done 1.5 hour. The show running fast. All right, yeah, man. So Tenor, see big bad Tennessee. With Debout, you know, Debout has smoke down the building with a super system.
Big up past anyway, man, them and Jason and them and the panel. But me have to go pack up a couple big stone and fling off a pastor because me as a pastor pray if this time come. And my mother tell me say road cap blow up and anything there. They have to sleep in the church. So tell pastor say anytime me and him walk, I pay a big stone him again.
Easier. So you might just trigger a next war. Oh Lord.
But you may say now, JD. You may say now. You know what I say?
Mexico, mute your mic, Mexico, please. Somebody else talking. Mute your mic, Mexico. All right, continue to talk. We'll just remove Mexico for now. And let him come back later. Yeah, continue. Yes, Mexico. Yeah, but send him to Mexico. You know.
yeah, man. But this 98 thing. I mean, I tell you, say 98. JD, me like show it. And it come at 98. It could might have put it, say, well, you know, it's a blessing and a curse. I think it's a curse. Bridget. Because you see, if that never happened, most of them people who attack wouldn't have nothing to hang on pan. Brother. And you see, because they have that can hang on pan, they always come up with a stupid argument. Because I mean, no, you know, a person want to run against the JFF president. You have nothing else to hold on pan. That's the only thing when you can hold on pan and run pan. Nothing else at all. Me can understand every day people them get up 98. I mean, people talk about this grassroots thing in a JD and build up grassroots. If you ever start grassroots for him a football, might be not in a full lifetime, Jamaica qualify for World Cup, because I don't like a 2 year or a 3 year then thing I will take. It will take years. So, but I like to ask someone. May I ask you now, JD? You don't think Andrew Ross have a better youth system than Jamaica? By far.
The facts tell you. Yes, I would have said that.
Okay. How much World Cup Andrew Ross qualify for, JD?
The youth a lot, but I don't think they have qualified. None. One or none. I don't know. I've never checked. But not much.
Could have been about 1 or 2. About 2. See? So every day people come with this thing about, we need to develop youth football. I mean, say youth football for him. No, him. I get me wrong. But them I use that to talk, say, well, you know, because most of the time, you know, we need them attack, you know. They don't really want to man them like team, you know. So they come up with all kind of metric to try to say, because most of the time, you know what they must say? The man them will come in for the team, a black, the rest of man them from Jamaica from get 90. Then I say it out to you, but that they must say. That they really want to say. But so I time they create to say, JD, if me and watch Jamaica football from 1990, I best players me ever see Jamaica football there, in terms of, me not about federation, in terms of players. In my lifetime, I best play me ever see them. Not even 98. You see him 98 the way me that says that curse. I best players me ever see Jamaica for football there, in terms of players. Me don't know when some of them are born, I want them to talk about. But when me I tell you, JD, if we have them as players here, and we can get them together and do something great, then it will be development and whatever we are talking about. We're not going to know with that. See? Because some people think that we're special. So we're that kind of special people. Everybody's special. You have special people in every country, in every race. You understand? We're not special one nobody else.
That is a fact.
You understand? We're not special one nobody else. Me can't understand every day people them get up because it cause nothing wrong.
But Tennessee, you see that what you just said? You see what you just said about winner special and nobody else?
Yeah.
I think that's our biggest problem when it comes on to football. Because we actually think so we're special than other people. So if we put our people in the position we are going to deliver better, that's the whole problem. We believe so we're actually better than other people and I realize that the work we do as an individual, and that's why Usain Bolt always try to take him credit back from Jamaica because they always put him aside and put say a Jamaica fast and not necessarily him fast. And him always a fight back for him credit. So that we put in our head and that's how we always say we have the fastest people them. Why we not just say Usain Bolt actually very fast? Because after Usain Bolt left, we not see we are winning 100 meter again. Shelly and Fraser are very fast. After she left, and then Sharika them come, them a do good, but the other day she not get beaten from the next girl. So everybody who work hard. So put in that belief in the working hard rather than and then now when they put the working hard now, them can't stand on that because they don't have the resources, they don't have the education to match to other people. So you're spot on. So people have to follow the conversation. I think Tennessee is spot on. It's our belief to think that we're better than everybody else naturally. Cause the problem why them are doing them something here.
And tell me now JD. You see the man them broke? They don't have no money. So tell me now where this miraculous money ever come from out of the sky to develop football in Jamaica that will run past everybody. Where this money come from? You understand?
Them are going to say that in a JPL because them get only for sponsors in the JPL so them can bring over the same method.
Remember JD, we have the players. And I like when we have the players. We have the players. See? But somehow not me, but somehow people feel like say the player them at Jamaica better. I mean, no other than do the metrics there. And people strongly believe that, brother. No matter what we talk about, people strongly believe that.
Yes. And not just people in Jamaica, you have some people are foreign. You have some people are foreign, so true your talk.
Of course.
Yes.
No people might not say, but they strongly believe that, JD. Because me can't understand where this argy come from every minute. I talk about, you need this sprinkling of man in there to make things better. And lucky, we qualify for 98. Lucky with them, well, unlucky. And we can tell them, if we continue with this foolishness, we will have this cycle of a run, maybe I'll 2040. When we are 81, I see anything going.
All right, bossy.
Me not understand why people them can't just put it on their mind. Because JD, Michael Antonio, I come from maybe non-league football and we play Premier League. You think him on the work hard? Very rich?
All right, me I just say something now. Is it that true? People, listen to me good. And let me make sure, let me put this disclaimer early in my statement. I was born in the ghetto. All right? I was born in the ghetto and grew up in the ghetto. All right? Grew up in the ghetto. All of the ghettos. Just call me ghetto JD. All right? Because I was born in the ghetto. But is it that the reason why we have this problem is because we pinned football to poor people in the country? As in, like the poorer youths in the country? So they can always sell it back to these kids need this opportunity and then others blocking their opportunity rather than anybody have talent can get a game. Because remember, I was born in the ghetto, you know. And remember, them exploit a lot of kids, you know. Because I know how you sign for clubs. They exploit a lot of kids. So is it that's the problem rather than the other way around? What say you? I want to hear everyone come on board on that one. Like, give their statement. I want to think that it's because we kind of connect ghetto towards football in Jamaica, you know. Because you have a lot of kids in Jamaica that are in decent homes, you know. Cannot get that breakthrough, you know, because they you need to go and sign papers with your family and you can't con them out and get their pitney. I have been in football a long time in Jamaica, and a lot of youth signs because they can get some food or something, and then they sell it back for more money inside Jamaica. So we are connected to ghetto a little bit more, so they can always fool people to vote because of, oh, we don't have enough money and we are black space for a man, and because the man is not too educated at football alone, I'm only way out. And then we are go back for the money and now give the youth them opportunity, and then them resort to crime and violence. So look at what I'm saying on a wider base, people, and see if what I'm saying don't make much sense.
But JD, if you look on it right now, look at who are running for president at JFA. And look which part the man then come for us support him. You have one set of country we believe say football belongs to them. National team belongs to them. You know which section me at that? It own part.
Yes. But no, but remember, them have to sell it to somebody, you know. So when them pin it to, may I tell you, say that's the problem. Because me I see you as well. Me see other kids good, you know, and them not getting a pick for the Jamaica team, you know. You understand me? Because them come from Lalamans, and them family may be rich, and the one them will get a scholarship for going to Lalamans and get the pick because them poor. You know, and them can them out to sign a contract. So how much you put that on the top of it, I think that have a lot to do with it, because we connect football to more poorer youths. Rather than, and obviously the man them behind who is selling these kids, you know, are rich people, you know. But obviously them keep it down to the poorer side because them can manipulate it a lot more. Remember, I came through the same system and realized how it goes. I think it's because we connect the ghetto towards football. If we can make it a wide-based thing, like anybody can actually make the national team and anybody can play Manning Cup and anybody can be a star in the country, and that would be much more better. Every star that you know was always a poor youth because they have to sell it. Go back in the history and look. They have to sell it that way. They have to sell it that way, yes.
Where you call, which one of them man were big in a football at Jamaica? Where you call the English for them region? One of the big man. Which part him come from? A town him come from? Carvel Stewart. See? And him a support the same man who run for president. JD, you're exactly right. Them believe say football belongs to them and they can exploit people. Because them want use the national team as a selling program. See? They used to do it, now you out of their hand. So that's where you find so much animosity in football.
JD.
Yes.
JD. You see, what a lot of people don't understand, you know. When you compare the no quality of players.
And then right after this, we are going to start the thing right here. Determine, we've dropped the number, so you can just sign in, save the number, and then move. Then I will fix it for the next stream. But this one you can't call in. You have to come in. You have to come in the Discord. I will drop the Discord link as well, so you can have it. This is the Discord link. Once you click it, you come straight in the call. David Coke says we all over the place. I don't know. I think your statement is just vague, so nobody knows exactly as to what you're talking about. Yes. So be more specific. Go ahead, Pastor, and make it quick so we can chop up this one. You know.
Yes. A lot of people who talk about grassroots program and infrastructure development and so. We went to the World Cup 98 in France. Where's the infrastructure development? The girls went to the World Cup 2019. They returned sincere. Where's the development? Where's the development?
We have no development, don't we?
No development from 3 World Cup appearances. In fact, going so far as to we win on the male side, we won a match at the World Cup. On the female side, we have made it to the round of 16. Where is the infrastructure development? Where them are talk about, so we will get to build the grassroots program. Me not finish yet, you know. In the early 80s, we had some very consistent athletes running for Jamaica in the early 80s. Today, in the top 20 young female sprinters, Jamaica have must be about 8. You know why we do that? Why we're able to do that? The national stadium track is not the only good track in Jamaica. You have high schools. We have Mondo track. Jamaica track and field program at the grassroots level have the infrastructure to support the development of the talent. Along with that, it is the only sporting discipline in Jamaica that you have a program from kindergarten. We don't have one other sporting discipline in Jamaica that can mimic it. So, for those people who are talking about infrastructure and grassroots development, take your heads from out of your asses and look at what you have as an example. As an example, before you, the Herb McKinley and them set the precedents back in the day in track and field, but Jamaica has come way forward from Herb McKinley in what Herb McKinley and those guys ran on to now, where what is at the stadium is mimicked across the island. Several of the schools have proper surfaces to train on. And on top of that, the amount of track coaches that Jamaica possess now that is world recognized. We have the two best sprint coaches in the world resident in Jamaica. And they can argue that all around the world. Let me ask this question now, JD.
Yeah, just ask the question, Pastor, so we can get into the next part. 1:45 minutes past now. I beg you, please.
Right. The question is, which Jamaican coach is in the top 250 coaches in the world? Never talk about development.
All right. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, Kevin, it's not working, you know, so just come in and discard if you can, yeah? Me still not get it done, yeah? Yeah. All right, big boss. No, me not get it done. Yeah. All right, boss, yeah. All right, so if for people to call in, sorry about that. I won't disappoint you next time. I'm telling you, it's fixing next time. All right, Aim Henry said, Jamaica local football is for talent identification. Find the talent and send abroad to develop into international talent. Totally agree with you. But Aim Henry, we know a lot of people don't agree with me and you on that part. All right, and you know, so that's true as well. Sean says, Imaxit football, some of 80 players didn't make it to Suriname, including Para, as well. Damn. All right, so Suriname have a little advantage there with all of the players them, so we need to check out that one. JD, Shaquille Cairo from Suriname, he will be at Mount Pleasant. Wow, nice. Then I will start watching the JPL soon. Oh no, that don't sound right. People will call me Surinamese soon then, because if it takes a Surinamese player for me to watch the league. People, it was more than one reason, not one reason. All right, yes. Chevy says, set me up.
Don't try to come back, JD. We all heard.
Chevy says, set me up. Oh Lord. Anyways, determine, come in, cause them want beat me. Determine, come in. Determine how you do, man. Hope all is well. Jesus God, can't believe I said that. No, I can't get away. Determine, you have to unmute your mic, and so you can speak after. But you're here, determined. We are hearing it. We are seeing you. You just need to unmute your mic, okay? Just find the unmute button. Whenever you find the unmute button, you talk and we can bring it in. All right. So, no, it's not Suriname jersey. It's the Africans jersey. People, nothing to do with Suriname. See, Africans, but all right, it's African. My friend selling his jerseys, and he gave me 2 jerseys, you know, but I had to pay almost a bills to clear them. You understand me? So I bought 2 jerseys from Africans. You get me? I can't understand this. So Africans, you need to pay me. Kevin Facey, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. The track infrastructure is all privately owned and wasn't built by AA, but private investors. What needs to happen in football is clubs in JA needs to invest in themselves and build academies, which is true. They are improving. All right, JD, we know your colors now. Oh my God. You see, them just want to find something to fight against me. Because I know the players them, and I said I like it, you know?
Oh, JD,
Omar,
speaking to that last comment about the academies, I want to big up Montego Bay United, who starting an academy as well.
Yeah, for the start of academy in Jamaica, if you get my credit, the man them take me, the man say, them no see me sell out. Oh my God. So so we go run through the press conference to hear what them a plan and how we're gonna slap up. Cause a man send me a clip and I can't believe people talk like that, you know. I hear a man tell the next man say, yo, them team are OS team, Grenada team. I said, Jesus God, oh Lord. So when we become this big superstar team, man, and if that's not the case, why we put so much unnecessary pressure? Because the lack of education towards knowing what's really going on in football to be disrespecting people like that, you know? Yes, JD, where can we go to watch the Jamaica match? We will have it later in the Discord, but it will be on CONCACAF YouTube channel, but obviously you know that they're going to block it because they want people in Jamaica to pay for it. But we have designed something that can house maybe 200-300 people watching it. Yes. Mount Pleasant wanting to pay around 40K. Okay, nice. Guys, the reason why I said I wanted to watch it, because the more they are bringing in my Trinidad ballers, then they are bringing in some of my Suriname ballers, them, because I'm an international football person. So now you're bringing them in, I will want to watch it, how they do with the other Jamaicans, them, and maybe I will learn more about a few Jamaicans. So come on, man. Before the game said, JD, what is the criteria for having an academy? Is it the same as in Europe? I think it might be a little bit less because you have to be in football. You have to have certain badges and stuff. And I'm sure that a lot of people don't have badges and stuff. I heard Mr. Spade said that they're going to improve certain things, and you have to have a license or you have to have a agent badge, agent license as well to have certain things. So I hope they do improve that fast, so they can get rid of a lot of people that don't have an agent badge and don't have a license. You understand me? Yes. Because you will be surprised how much of those people conducting business in Jamaica that does not have license. You understand me? Yes. So hopefully it can happen fast. So those people that's conducting business are much more educated and on how to deal with the kids them and them stuff there. All right, because it's not just the license to sell a player or teach a player, but you learn how to deal with people in the process as to how you pass for the license as well. So that is very much important. All right, yes. So I would, if it's not one thing I want, I would love for them to actually do that. Speed does up and put that in power. So all of them who own the academies, them, they are very much educated as to deal with the people them and versed as to improve the kids them as well. You know, because I think that's what not improving a lot of the kids them fast enough based on the lack of knowledge how to deal with the players them and what's required to really push them on. Not just give them a contract overseas, but to make them push on as well. That's the next program that we're going to bring for you.
And welcome back to
all right, so this is the press conference, people.
Association. I did promise that it was a two-part.
Let me know if it's coming through for you.
So we have with us members of.
Not hearing it in the Discord yet.
You're not hearing it in the Discord?
Again, introducing myself.
Just so you're not hearing it?
No.
Officer of the GFA, the Grenada Football Association. To my immediate right is Mr. Simon Preston, who is the press officer for the Jamaica Football Federation.
No, it's not
to his right, we have Hallgrimsson, who
let me know if you guys are hearing it right here.
Iceland in the 2018 World Cup. And then to his right, we have Joel Latibaudier, former of Manchester City World Cup winner with the English U17 team. So
I don't know
welcome
how,
to you,
because
gentlemen.
people in the chat can hear it.
Welcome to
They are
Grenada.
hearing it. So
I know
you
that was
guys in this,
fancy
I need to fix a lot of things coming up, people.
we look forward
And guys,
to
go
the
over
match
my next
tomorrow.
channel, which is the
So
Imaxit
first
channel.
we hear
Subscribe
from
as well. Let me
Mr.
give you that link. You can just rush over there, watch the press conference, and drop a like on the video. Subscribe as well. Yeah. So that's my another my another channel. Yeah. So you can subscribe over there as well. We will be streaming the game. We will be streaming over there tonight.
Before we open the floor for questions on the media, we're just going to get a few remarks from our head coach.
So guys, inside the panel, could you just figure out how to watch it? Inside?
Grenada, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm watching it on YouTube.
Settling in the Caribbean.
First of all, Ireland is beautiful, absolutely breathtaking, especially for an island person like me, a little bit colder island.
The audio is a little bit far back, guys. I tried to bring it up before posting it, but it gave me some little complications. So it was not the best. I know it was not the clearest. I think I need to improve on these quality, you know, because it's not so difficult to get these things working better, you know.
Big thanks, impressive first days, hopefully.
But hope you can hear it though.
We can be impressive tomorrow, but up to now it's Grenada that has been impressive.
All right, so they asked him how are they feeling the welcome and stuff, and his face was, when I see his face, you know, maybe I am digging too deep, you know, but when he's talking about something else, his face can't lie. It's too low for you. It's too low. All right, so I will improve that as well. His face can't lie, people. He's, you know what? Tell you what. Other people, just go over there and watch it then. Just go over there and watch it. And let me stay with that then. Since you have so much problems, I will rectify it for you. Carry on, Spence. I will rectify it for you in the future then. Since you guys are complaining about how loud it is. When I'm listening to him, and he's very honest in his face as well, because I think let me not go into that, but he said he love it and everything is nice, you know, aside, but when he touches the field, we have to beat up Grenada, you know, but it just made me feel like he's not having the same happiness in Jamaica as to how he talks about other things. Maybe I'm reaching too far, but if you are watching, because remember, we are objective channel. We are objective channel. Let me know if you got the same feeling when he answered something like that to you. Let me know, because maybe I'm reaching, you know. But I know that I'm not reaching, you know. I know that I'm not reaching because I've always said things and you guys came in after and agreed to me when it's very much clear. But I've got that same damn feeling. Like when he's answering these questions, he's giving the same comparative to Jamaica. Yeah, that's what I think still, but let me leave it alone.
Because he mentioned, JD, he mentioned like, you know, the hotel and the people and how nice everybody was. But what you got from that was like, it seems nicer than in Jamaica. Is that kind of what you're saying? Like,
yes, that's the way he talks. And when every time he says something, I kind of get the feel like he's comparing it to Jamaica in his statement. And he's saying, this is nicer. But and then he pulls back himself and talk about, but when we get to the game, you know, we have to put you in a place, you know, but what you present to us is very much nice and I'm happy about this. You know, that's what I got still. I never wanted to dig deep in it because, you know, some people are very much sensitive, but we are objective here, you know. And everybody said they agreed because they see it in his face. So I'm not just picking at stars because everybody said that they are agreeing. So go ahead, people in the panel.
No, I mean, look, I got a sense that, you know, definitely, maybe not in his words, but in his facial expression, he was saying more than he was actually saying. You know what I mean? So anybody that read body language would probably say the same. I don't have that type of, you know, I don't know about those things, but obviously, yes, you can see that he was trying to make a point to this statement.
All right. So yeah, let me just move on from this because we know that people We'll find ways to fight. So coming into this game, as what you know, we explain the system a lot. We have 6 teams in this group. Each team plays 4 matches. One team, they're going to play twice. Don't ask me how they came up with this belief, but I guess it worked because it still leaves Suriname and Grenada with a chance to qualify if they can reach 7 points.
So the CONCACAF King was not on the committee?
No, the CONCACAF King was not on the committee. I don't know why and how they came up with this belief, but I think to them, they believe that it worked because once you can have a game, even the last games, still so valuable, even every single match valuable, and every team valuable. In the final games, it tends to grow more fans. And I think this might go down to even the last day because if Grenada pull off a draw and go on 2 and Jamaica on 5, it makes every team still live. And if Suriname, you heard that's 15 players going to 80. So if Suriname wins that game and go on 4 points, or even go on 2 points, it still go down to the 5 points because Jamaica would have been on 5 if Jamaica drew the game. And if Honduras wins, Honduras goes on 6. So if Jamaica and Honduras wins their games, then it becomes a little bit, the final day does not really matter, you know? Yes, if 80 don't win directly, you know, or Suriname don't win directly. You get me? But yeah, you understand what I'm saying? It makes it closer to the end of importance, just the same. The importance still carry closer to the end. So I think that's what they were trying to gather rather than making sure some stalemate happens when you have every team playing every team. By the time 3 games win, I'm on 9 points, and then Grenada on 1 point after 2 teams on 9 points. I know that they ain't catching up back those teams. So a man ain't going to those games when he could have gone to the game because he's saying he's being patriotic and he thinks his team has a chance. I think that's what they were trying to drum up. Don't know if you agree with me, but that's what I got from it.
I don't know if it was just that. I think it might have had to do with like logistics as well. Like maybe teams could get 2 games at their home in the window and not have to travel. Like I think travel and logistics would have played a bigger part than trying to make sure that the group excited. You know,
okay,
that's what I think.
Okay, well, it turned out that way. But anyways, guys,
whether that was the driving reason or not, JD. Certainly, in terms of marketing a quality product, they have ensured that they have the interest of fans in all of the games down to the last window. So I believe that while I would not be a supporter, I was not a supporter of the format that they decide to use. I have to say I appreciate it because I see the value in having this as a way forward.
Yes, I think it worked out.
The only thing I
with excitement. But if your team don't go through, you are going to be dissing up and CONCACAF.
Yes, because to me, JD, what I don't understand, right? If they were gonna say you're gonna play a team twice, right? Okay, fine. Why is it you would penalize the 2 strongest teams by rankings in the group to play each other twice? That don't make any sense.
And why you never came public and figure out, like, do a draw for who plays who twice, you know?
Yeah.
All right, JD.
In any competition, you don't penalize the better teams. And having Haiti and Jamaica play each other twice is penalizing those 2 teams.
Gentlemen, you need to see it for what it is. There are 3 teams in CONCACAF that draws money from viewership, and those 3 teams are United States, Mexico, and Canada. So, despite what the Haitians feel about their team, the Jamaicans feel about our team, and everybody else feel about their team, CONCACAF executive see you as below the top three, and so you take what you get. The next thing, Jason, is that having Haiti and Jamaica play twice is
Hold on, Pastor.
beneficial.
I have never said Grenada I don't draw with Jamaica, you know. But I can't say then men can't draw. They drew with Suriname. We drew with Suriname as well. With our Suriname team, we drew with. So I don't know. So the field is square. The ball is round. So I don't know what to tell you. All right. So yes, the field is circle. And then, you know, I don't know what to tell you, you know. Yes. Yes, continue, Pastor. But they're cursing me out, and I've not even given my prediction as yet, you know. Because Umzo came in, Jason. I don't see this as nothing more than an easy win. And then trigger off everyone with predictions. I have not said anything.
The field is round and the ball is square. That's what they say.
Yes. The field is round and the ball is square. You know, yes. So anything can happen. You know, yes. So you have a problem with me saying that, Jason? So our man say a pretty loss.
It sounds very top-ish.
Yeah, so not on purpose, me say it. So I'm just saying, why can the next man say something like what Tapa said and people made excuse say and that he mean? We kind of think him should not mean that. Oh my! The field is round then, and the ball is square. Yes. Yeah, go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead.
Yes, Jason, as I was saying, Jamaica and Haiti playing each other twice is beneficial for all the other teams that are ranked lower than Jamaica and Haiti. And in so doing, you bring the competitive nature of the competition closer. So going into the last window, which is the next window, based on the results in the games in this window, you still have all of the matches being important. So you will maintain viewership throughout.
And so that means what I was saying then, you agree with what I was saying then, Pastor?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, it's not about competitive then. It's about giving a competitive advantage to the three CONCACAF darlings. Because what it does is
make one of the better teams and don't make it.
Exactly.
Pastor. So at the same time, I agree, Pastor. I think I still agree with Jason on the terms of the less stronger teams there.
If Jason had allowed me to finish, he would have just said amen. No. You would have just said amen. Because I was going on to say exactly that, to reach to the point that the bottom line being the dollar value. Their major reason.
Jason, you can't. I see where Pastor try lead up. Because remember, at the end of the day, them still are trying to look money at the same time. So it ensures that their big teams that sells the most as well still be in the main competition. So yes. I understand where Pastor going as well. Yes.
So they're protecting the big three. Because, all right, if you put Haiti and Jamaica, which are the two best teams you would want to say, to go up there with them, and then you put up
Panama over the next side.
From the next group up there. Either of these teams on their day, if any of the big three blows short, can topple them, which does not make for maximum returns in the semi-final final. So they drew a financial balance sheet. They got to the line and they look at their market value. And this was the best method to get them to their desired outcome.
All right,
so yes, they struggled a lot towards Haiti and Jamaica.
All right, Pastor, hold on. People, smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section after the video finishes as well. We still have a little time to go. We want to talk about the game today. All right. Yes, that's what we want to talk about. We think we have like 20, 30 minutes left in the video. All right. So, Sean, yes, we are going to be covering Suriname and Jamaica game. Suriname Haiti game, Jamaica Grenada game in one. All right. Because the time is only 1 hour and I can't do 2 separate streams. So I'm going to just make one long-lengthed stream. Start from 11:30 and then just run it. So I'm going to come off a little bit earlier, so I can make it back for 11:30, because that means I won't sleep in the morning, you know. I have to just go straight out. Yeah, but that's how it goes. We always do that, you know. Umzo leave. I care about Suriname, so I will watch Suriname Umzo. All right, yeah, man. Umzo said, Imaxit football. You think we should rest players and play players in the bubble for this match? I don't think it's going to be such an easy match as what you think.
Goal
All right.
difference, goal difference, people. Goal difference. We need the goal difference.
But aside from goal difference, I don't think it's going to be as easy as what people think. I would not be surprised if Grenada scores on Jamaica. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. They are physical, they are fast, just like us, and they are organized. Even the coach said it as well. Yes, so he's preparing to break down them when they drop back in numbers, but try to protect himself when they are breaking out. And he uses Suriname game as an example, because they did creative chances against Suriname as well. Yes, so I think they're going to create chances against Jamaica just the same. So if we weaken our squad to prove that we're big dogs when we are not one of the big dogs, I think that is just we feeding our egos again. I don't know if Jason agree with me, but stop saying we are a big team. We are not. The big teams are waiting on us. So why are we just delusionally saying these things? Don't go there and beat them up. Beat them up bad. 10, 5, 20, any amount we can give them and make a statement.
I think the fans, normally the fans are confident whenever Jamaica play. We can be playing Brazil, and the poll will say 72% Jamaica win, you know, so that's just how it is. But I think a part of it as well is we just saw in the Gold Cup when we played 2 so-called lower rank in the CONCACAF Caribbean nations. We won, what was it, 4-1 versus Trinidad, and what was that a score? Was it 5-0?
Yes.
Right.
It was a bigger score, yeah.
With those 2 results, I think we, the fans, I wouldn't say we, but, you know, the fans are even a little more confident than normal. So we, the fans.
Yeah, Jason, you went down low. Determined. We're still waiting. I need to unmute your mic, you know, my brother, because you're here for so long and we have heard nothing.
Determined to stay on mute. I don't know you come on.
All right, finish up, Jason, and leave Determined alone. Please, let me come next, because we want to move over, you know, because right now, you know, guys, the betting odds I agree with Jamaica, you know, for once, you know. At the first in history, I see Jamaica have 21-1 odds, you know. You think Jamaica, Brazil, you know. At the first time in history, I have turned on a stream. But look at that now, look at the draw. The draw is it. So, they think that Jamaica can be very good.
Right now.
Hold on, Pastor. Hold on, let me finish now. Oh, Determined unmute his mic. 1 second, Pastor. It's the first time I saw Jamaica with such big odds. But yes, you realize how they did the odds. They're saying that Jamaica can be extremely good on the night or just shut down. Because look how close they draw the draw. You get me? So look how far the draw is from the actual win. You get me? Yes, look at that. Because the 8 is still good for Grenada. Jason, you don't believe that? And they will bring in Grenada, Determined right after that.
Let me see it.
8. So we are 21-1 to win, and the draw is up, but at 8. I still think the 8 is, you know, it should have been a higher for them to get a draw, you know?
No, I mean, the draw, what you said, the draw should be double digits as well. I mean,
yeah, man, of course.
Well, Jamaica only minus 1.1. To be honest, you know, Jamaica should be minus more than just 1.
What, minus 10? To 21 for them to win it?
Or something like that, yeah.
Okay, boy.
If I was from Grenada, I would put a little 100 on it for Grenada to win, just for pride and But I don't come from Grenada, so I won't be doing that.
All right. I think people from Grenada putting money on the draw, Jason. Yes, putting money on the draw. And after
go for the big winnings, and
Yeah. Determine. Please come in, guys. Determine. Let me make Determine say his piece, because at 3 days now, Determine I try get in, Him determine to keep coming,
Yeah, man,
but we have Determine, please. Let's hear from the big boss.
JD, hello to everyone.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm good, can't complain. I think the conversation already left about what I wanted to talk about.
Chop it up just the same.
Well, basically, I want to talk about the local players.
Okay.
And also the international players that's on the team right now.
Classic different, because international players still consist of Leon Bailey that would have been determined as a local player. So are you saying the overseas born players and the local born players? That would have been better.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you for clearing it up. So in any society, right? Yeah, you want it. You want we want our national team to be as competitive as possible. True.
Yes.
And we don't have the facilities, and we don't have the training or the coaches to elevate that, right? But still, I think it should be somewhat of a balance, because if you have players like Cephas that's going over and killing and destroying the Turkish league, we do have quality there. Yeah, it may be limited, but we still have quality. So we must now have to do our due diligence, right? Because if you go to the English Premier League, you don't have, they make sure that they have English-born players playing on each English Premier team.
Yes, the 5 homegrown rules. Yes, we know about that.
Exactly, it's a balance. So
yeah, but determine. Before you finish, I don't want you to finish, because I just want to just drop this point in. So determine. You realize that they just classed the league and excluded the Jamaican league. Continue.
Yes, I did, JD. But what I'm trying to say is this: we can't just go overseas and recruit all these players. We still have to, work with what we have at home, right? And unfortunately, that is not happening, right? That's basically all I'm saying, because the hunger and if you look at the call up for the team, right?
Yeah.
If you notice, Leon Bailey is always there. Most of the guys that's always there are the guys that's locally born from Jamaica, right? And I think the reason why it's like that is simply because I think it's a different fire when you're from the country compared to when you're not from the country, right? And I'm not trying to stir up any argument.
No. We're intelligent enough to understand what you're saying, and we can rebuttal it as well. Because I think the fire comes from education. I don't think the fire just comes from raw passion. So when you know something, you can be G'd up to do something different, because I strongly believe that I see more from Mikel Antonio in Jamaica team than Leon Bailey. You understand me? I see more from Ravel Morrison when he does play. Yes. I see more from Greg Lee in the Canadian match than any other Jamaican barn. And I'm screwing the times, I'm showing the people that just play once, that people play longer. You get me? So I think with education involved, and with education being so easily accessible, I think that is gone now. That is gone now. I don't think you have local guys giving nothing more than the overseas guys. You know why? Because the overseas guys know that he has a limited chance to make it more than local guys, because the preferential treatment will always be on the side of the local guy. And worst off, when you see how they deal with Leon Bailey, and you know that in the Premier League, you might be a bigger baller than Leon Bailey, but yet still he gets a better treatment than you. So I think that will force them to do even more. And if you listen to Mikel Antonio talks, He wanted to come and prove a point. That's what he pretty much said out of his own mouth, because they disrespected him twice and go and pick the League 2 players to come when he's playing in the championship. You understand me? So he's asking, so what I have to do? So these guys are trying to make the team. So I understand where you're coming from, but why is it you're taking away the responsibilities of the Jamaican people to build their own, the local Jamaican people to build their own nest, so the team can pick from their nest, as though they are picking from the England barn nest and the American barn nest? So is it, why are we avoiding that reality?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we shouldn't just turn a blind eye and just recruit start off internationally. Yes, as I said, we want to be competitive, but we do have players in the Premier League that is capable of playing in all of these competitive leagues around the country, right? That's all I'm saying. I mean,
in our Premier League, no, you think that we have determined.
Yeah,
in our Premier League, you think we have players.
In our Premier League now. Correct.
I am not 100% sure that can play everywhere. I don't think so. I still think that they are a league. They are still a level. I don't even think in our Premier League we have players can play in everywhere in our region, which is the CONCACAF region. I don't believe so. Not you're gonna use the level of Stuart to calculate that. I think we had explained what Stuart brought, so he could be a complementary piece, even if he's not ready. When we were telling people that here, they said we are talking foolishness, because I said to them that Stuart will make a team before Whisper make a team, because what Whisper has and what he has to develop is different from what Stuart brings that can naturally go in a team, and because he's so physical and strong and the way he plays, he could be a limited footballer. Whisper could be better than him but can't get a position, and Stuart could play in it, and that's exactly what happened in Salernitana. Exactly what we are telling people. Because he's not because he's better than the other forwards or even close.
Yeah, because JD. But JD, Salernitana, before you go on the term, I'm just going to touch on the Salernitana thing and the skill sets and why him play. So Bully Dia is there, the guy who plays for
Senegal,
Ghana, right? Senegal, sorry. And he was playing main striker from last season. But when Stuart came on in the first game, when he got the 10 minutes, the coach realized that Dia have more to offer than being a target. But this guy offered this target role another dimension that Dia don't even have. And it's a very similar comparison to like Whisper and Trevante and Dia and Trevante in terms of, Dia and Whisper might have more in their locker, can beat players maybe one-on-one in space better and things of that nature. But when it comes to just target play and link-up play, him have another level that they can't reach.
Yes, so go ahead, determine. But we had that. Determine, drop off. Determine, come back on whenever you're ready, man. All right. Yes, but we like to have these conversations because I want when Determine leaves, he can look on it from a different side. Because football is a different thing. When I was here telling people that, they say, you're mad, man. I'm going to say, it's not because Trevante better than Whisper. I think if Trevante goes to Chelsea today, he still starts over Whisper in Chelsea's team. Because the other players, that requires what Trevante has, is actually better than Whisper. So the wide players, are better than Whisper at this point. But they would have need Trevante to play where Jackson playing and linking up the play. Maybe he wouldn't score. You get me? And when I was telling people that them some bad mind the youth and all sort of madness, and look at what happened with Trevante, the same thing he went there to do. When you see his the other styles of his game, you realize that he's not 100% as good as what Whisper them can offer. But he never needed to be that because the style of play that he has and the size what he has is different. So it gives him time to grow in that body and do more. You get me? Are you daughter? I got shame this team is going to place behind what you think. because most of you are wagonists, one Reggae Boyz, I think Robert Smith, you're not thinking rational Robert Smith, because nobody had said anything. Are you listening to a different show? Are you listening to a different show or something? We're reasoning out footballing logics the whole time here. So Robert Smith, why you don't leave that? Light said JD, the caller sound bias. Any player that play in the JPL for too long is not good enough. If they are, but Light Smith Stuart, I still try to give from a different side. So I have no problem to reason with determine, and then people can determine who have a more difference, a more valid point. So determine can come back in, man. You know. Maybe determines a slight bias towards it, but we're still trying to educate somebody. So maybe determine can educate somebody else so we can get past this thing, the reason why we are doing it. You know, but I understand where you're coming from, Lights Stuart, if you believe that determine is biased towards the thing. You know, but I am just trying to give more clarity to determine. Yes.
Despite my bias towards the thing, I believe that even if we get 50% of the players eligible to play for Jamaica born overseas, not just England, anywhere, if we get 50% of those players, people like Travante Stewart would still earn a place in the team once the coach decides that he needs to use his skill set.
Yeah, but all I'm saying, Pastor, is I love the fact that these things happen to show people that what we were saying about football, they should have took us serious, because we are watching the games and we are giving the things that maybe you are saying, because we are agreeing with you to say that we saw more flair in Whisper and maybe other skill sets, but we are saying even in a game, Whisper was struggling in the entire game. And as soon as we brought on Trevante Stewart and they dropped Whisper right behind Trevante Stewart, he looks like a complete different player. You remember, Jason? Was it the second game against Trinidad in the stadium?
Yes. It was the second game because I think it was Anderson and Whisper. And then when Trevante came on, it unlocked. The game looked a lot better.
Yes. So people, I think
as soon as him come on, we could advance up the pitch better, hold up the ball, move the players forward better. Yeah.
Yeah. So people, sometimes please just listen to we. We don't hate none of footballers. Them we love all of footballers. Them, but we just try to give you some footballing metrics, and then we show you that's what's going on worldwide. So that's how people scout people. They don't just want you on their team because you might can make up the numbers. They want you on the team for specific reasons. They are them, you know, and them are world stars to create chance, you know. Because I have never seen a man can run up and down, so. And him are the real run up and down man. But he needed somebody to bounce off, you know? Yes. Panamina says, honestly, I honestly believe that because Jamaica plays a lot of long balls, we will have strikers getting more chances overseas. Thank you. Mirak, it's because Trevante older. Okay. So with what? Okay, Determine said he's at work. Okay, Determine, we'll chop it up next time. Another scratch off, massive respect. People, get the likes to 200. But this is dropping as it goes. JD, so people bet.
JD, to Mirak comment, you believe that skill set Trevante possesses is something that can be developed into Whisper game, or you don't ever see him being that type of player?
I think he could be more deadly, you know. He could be more deadly because he's not slow. He's not slow. And the fact that he can play with his back against the wall and be effective that way, I think he can be even a better version and even Whisper them. Because he's so rare, if they refined him, he could be better than Liam Bailey, Whisper, Shamar Nicholson, any one of them, because first thing, he's going to be guaranteed more minutes. Not saying he's going to be better than none of Whisper, Shamar Nicholson, and Leon Bailey, but I'm saying he could be better than all of them. Because one thing he guarantees is more minutes than all of them if he can refine his game. And he has speed just the same as most of them. He ain't slow. No. Mark David, it was, no, because in the time it was between Whisper and the guy. Mark Davis, please listen to conversation and comprehend what we're saying. It was a conversation and we had to go back to it because we had the conversation and people was bullying us. So we are showing that we were correct as to how they used him. Because there is a player like Whisper as a wing forward. And when they brought him on to be a complementary piece, he was massively better towards that. And we are showing that we can have one skill set and the next kid is incredible talented. But yet still they choose the one skill set because it's so rare and maybe the next person is better than the person that we are, which included like Whisper to Dia. Whisper, Dia would consider as better. So they would need Whisper, but they would have needed Trevante Stewart, even though he's below Whisper in rating. So please, why we can't just reason with logics, man, and stop thinking that we are bringing down anybody? Any logical human being can understand what we're saying. No, but we were just using the conversation when they were in the Trinidad game back to show you why we were talking about Trevante Stewart in that light and giving him respect. So please, people, we never put down nobody. We just show something where we get right based on why they bought the player and what they're trying to use him for. That's all I'm saying, people. Let me just leave it alone because it looks like I wouldn't like to bully people into can't have sensible conversation to know more about football. Like we don't want it to stay the same way. Yes, no, not you, Umzo. It's Mark Davis. I say why we are compare a next man with a kid. So why you go professional? When you pick a team, you know, compare 18-year-old with a 23-year-old. Jason, allow me to tell. Them not compare Garnacho with Rashford and say Garnacho half a more in a such area, so we put on Garnacho and then Rashford half a more, so Rashford start with Garnacho. Where we come from? We think we just live off a...
Yeah, I mean the young man is being picked in the national team. Therefore, we have to compare him to the other players that would potentially play for the national team.
I'm so done with these people, man.
It's not it's a part of the conversation. He's a part of the conversation. It can't omit him because he's 17. He's playing. He's out there playing. So you have to he's playing when the team is picked. So you have to include him in the conversation. And JD, you answered on Trevante, but my question to you was really the skill set that Trevante possesses as a link up forward, right?
You think he can turn into a wing forward? That's what you think?
No,
you're asking.
No, that's not what I was asking. I was asking if you think Whisper can ever have that same skill set.
Or turn into Trevante Stewart?
Yeah, like have that skill set added to what he possesses.
How much players you really see play that way with the back against the wall? Not central forward like a Firmino. Because I think Whisper can turn into a Firmino. Whisper can turn into a Firmino rather than the Mikel Antonio, because I think once you have to turn into the Haaland or the Mikel Antonio, you have to drop certain things because you have to put on more muscle and more body. So some of your agile side drops off. We have to be honest. Because Giroud is acrobatic, but he's not as agile as how you would have said Mikel Antonio them can move faster. He's slower, but he's acrobatic just the same. And I think because he has to put on body mass to hold up his body in there with those big body defenders. You understand me? So the position requires different body type. So I think it makes no sense to change Whisper to a target striker. He only can play in a fluid system.
I'm just basing it off of like at 17 he's not really small now. Like so
you think that his body is gonna get bigger and then maybe he has to change his game?
Naturally he might get bigger than he is now. You know what I mean? So I'm just wondering if that's something that a coach might see and say, well, let's teach him that trait or try to develop that trait so that he has
I don't
both.
think anybody will do that. I think they will just try to turn him into the Aubameyang type. Because I don't think he's going to be a bigger body person than what he is now. I think he's going to always be the Aubameyang type of player, the Thierry Henry type of player. The wing forward just, they can play the striker, but it has to be a fluid striker. They can't beat bodies inside with people. It's not going to work, and I don't even think they want to do that. Because
they just want another wide forward.
Yes, they want to take on people. I think they actually like it. If you ask him, because I heard him answer it, and he said he likes to go at people direct rather than to play off. So that simply means he doesn't want to be a target striker. It's harder than Jason. You promise to get licked when you're a target striker, you know. Say things I'm gonna come off clean off of the field.
When I played football, that was always the two positions that, you know, I either be a target striker or like a wing forward. So I understand the difference and the nuance between the two.
And the licks them where you get every game. And everybody want to get a bag of lick, you know?
Yes.
Because look on Michael Antonio.
Aubameyang style. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know you're trying to tell me who you was. Yeah, see, I understand.
Me never so big in a body them time there.
Them say JD in his Grenada colors. Jesus God. It's Africans, my friend's shirt. I'm gonna put on my Jamaica shirt later, people.
Every day is Jamaica match, and put on this African shirt. We have every other color besides Jamaica one, right?
So when the match go on, me in a Jamaica shirt, so why I can't just wear my clothes? I paid a lot of money for this damn shirt, you know. I never intended to pay this money, you know. I paid it off.
Africans are overcharged.
I paid a bills for this damn shirt. I paid bills for two shirt. You understand me? Which I never had any intention.
Why not send him a letter like you send the passport people them and tell them say you want your money back?
I told Africans that he has to reimburse me back with my cash because I never intended to pay this for it. But you know, I like the attitude of wanting to give me something, so I had to pay it. You know, yes. So they never give me nothing, Jason. Them to take my money and take my things.
But at least you get a shirt out of Africans.
Yes, I got two shirts.
Jody. You see when people like Jason talk about the type of forwards they want to be, nobody wants to be the type of forward that Michael Antonio is because they're going to face defenders like me. And I cut lace and tear out your shin pad out the side of your socks.
So, Pastor, why are you so graphic? Jesus, what is wrong with you? Pastor, keep watching the show, you know.
And tear off it two back studs off of your left foot about it for that your shooting foot.
This is not PG-13 anymore. I don't know what is wrong with this pastor. What is wrong?
Pastor, am I to assume that none of your opposing forwards you played against would ever set foot in any one of your churches?
They come to see. They come to say because a lot of them, according to how they interpret me playing football, that I played that way because I wasn't converted. So they visit the church to see if they can say I am converted. But
okay, Pastor, it makes
on the football field, I drive the fear of God. On the football field, I drive the fear of God into them, so they need to go to church.
It makes perfect sense now, Pastor. You did put Damian Lowe in your team, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the lace bossing and the thing is one of your descendants. Okay, all right, cool.
Listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. You're not getting away with that. Even though Damian Lowe's father was an out-and-out striker, when Anandilo played defense, he was more physical than Damian Lowe. And he never gets so much yellow card. Don't mix up the two. I cut off the stud off a people's boot. And referee don't card me. Because It was a clean tackle.
Time pass.
No, clean tackle.
Anyhow you play,
I make sure I play the ball. I make sure I play the ball, and you put your foot in the way, and so your stud get cut off or your lace get cut. Full stop.
All right.
Don't mix me up, please.
People, I might have to just finish the stream because clearly we are 2 hours and a half and we have not hit 200, and Pastor is stressing me out. We can't even get to the game itself. So 2.5 hours and we have not gotten to the game and we have reached time. So 10 more minutes we have people. And we need 50 likes in 10 more minutes.
You know, I listen to you and Jason talking about the quality of the position people play in. And for the life of me, you know why you don't have many players like Mikel Antonio across the world? It's because you have defenders like me.
Right. Pastor, by the time you lift up your foot for kick with my foot them, I'll be a rock stone a kick up. I'm gone long time with the ball.
So they all thought until I had to take them and stretch them like a chiropractor.
All right, Pastor. All right, the man of words. People, hit the like button if you like Pastor. All right? Comment if you don't. Why, if you think he uses something that's not permitted to be used in Jamaica? All right? Pastor is the most violent pastor I've ever learned about. Something is wrong.
I'm going to tell you, the Bible is a book that has some of the most violent.
Jason, please don't say nothing more because you're going to come in with a bag of story and we can't get to go nowhere else. Oh, Lord, help the pastor. So, how much we expect, people? How much we expect Jamaica to be, or what we expect later? So, Pastor, give your take and Jason, give your take. And then the chat will do their voting and then we're out of here. We will make the stream. We will make the stream for later game as well at the same time. And remember, we're going to start from early, 11:30, because we have to do Suriname as well. All right? It will be Suriname and after Jamaica. So we'll just work through both of them. Yes. Hard work tonight, and it's on the Imaxit channel. Go ahead, Pastor.
Okay. I believe it will be a physical game. That's how Grenada plays, and they're at home. So I expect the man who is afraid to get lashed, or men, because this is not unique to the poster boy, but these guys will have to skip and hop over those Spice Boys' feet as they introduce them to tackles. I believe it will be a physical game. I am trusting and hoping in the quality of the players and the coach, despite the disappointments I have with some of the things he has done. I'm trusting the coach that we will beat Grenada like we beat Trinidad, 3 or more goals. That's my critical analysis. I am hoping that we beat the brakes off of them and then nutmeg drop off a tree. Yes.
Jesus God. All right. Jason, can you just say something a little bit more, a little less violence?
Yo, Pastor, I tell you, your words are very inspirational. I hope if the team is listening to this, they get a strength, an extra strength to take on the battle.
Damien Lowe, don't listen to Pastor. I'm begging you. Everybody else can listen. Continue, Jason.
No, in all honesty though, like we joke around. Well, not joke around, but we analyze and we pick our teams and everything. But I will say this: no matter what team the coach put out tonight, I will be, confident. I think that even in the squad, with all the drama and things that's been going on, if you just look at man for man and position for position, we definitely have what it takes in the team and paper to get the job done. Obviously, we know the game is not played on paper, so the guys will have to come out and start out well. The guys will have to come out and start out well. I think we know that the way the group is set up, it's kind of tense and tight at the top. We are hoping when we go on the stream today, obviously, for once, JD will not have any problems out of the chat in terms of who he's cheering for on the stream. Because actually, no, we're going to find out today where JD's true allegiance lies. Because we know he loves Jamaica, so we're not going to take Jamaica from him. But it's Haiti and Suriname playing each other. Now, JD, I want to know, and I want to find out later, if you're going to stay neutral in the Haiti and Suriname game, or you will lean one way or the other.
First half and the second half.
Well, I know myself personally, I have love for both Haiti and Suriname. I enjoy their football that they try to play. But tonight, I will strongly be going for Suriname. Everybody knows that when I'm not cheering for Jamaica on the international level, I am a Dutch fan. So I have a little bit of love for my Surinamese brethren and sistren. So tonight, Suriname, show up for all those times when you get 1 million chances. Just put your chances away tonight. Please get the 3 points and make it a little bit easier for Jamaica to qualify for the next round.
Papa, that go and visit you.
Okay, so you turn the chat against me now. You just said the chat should not be turned against me tonight, but you turn it against me from now. All right, thank you very much, Jason. All right, so people, Jason. So guys, give me some result. Owen said Suriname for JD. Jason Blessed said JD have to lean towards Suriname, but you don't accept me for lean towards Suriname now. But you see, if it at the other games, you're telling me say I should not support Suriname, but all of a sudden now, yes, JD, a Suriname if I support. See, you know. Sean, I hope you're watching. You know, they are biased and hypocritical. You know, every day I'm here talking.
Jerry, that is because the Suriname positive result will make it easier.
Jamaica, yes. But that's what I'm saying. We are biased, you know. That's what I'm realizing. So all along, I've been watching Suriname talk good about the team. then I'm going to leave go Suriname. We're going to leave Jamaican football. But all of a sudden now, we need to cheer for Suriname. We need to watch the Suriname game.
In that case, I don't know one person. No, lie me, I tell me. Know somebody from Suriname. So me a cheer for me Haitian brothers then. May they give Suriname a lesson on the pitch.
So, Pastor, yes, to say a draw is better. Yes, a draw is better. Kim Wright says, JD, I disagree. That this current team could be at 1997, 1998, beat the 1997, 1998 team. I still think 98 World Cup squad, defense and midfield is better than this current one.
Oh, JD, question. Who Suriname playing them last game? Sorry.
Grenada.
You know?
Grenada, yeah.
Okay,
Grenada.
So that is why Jason is saying a draw would be better?
Yes, because now they're going to have Grenada when they can actually pass the football. They're going to slice and dice up Grenada. Yeah.
I mean, that's a worry about Haiti, but Jason, I said, but if Suriname win, then Suriname might
Suriname will go on 4 points, and then they have Grenada for slice and dice up in the end. Pan a better field, pan fit their field where them can play fast.
So,
you know?
So JD, you see that there now?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody go on your cheer for Suriname again.
You're so wicked, amazing. Alright, so that's how we have to score. One heap of goal from Grenada because we know we're not beat 80 by one heap, regardless of which year the team gone. So we have to just score one heap, and so guys, we need one heap of goal from in the. Not saying it should be reckless and let them score, because if they let them score, I can tell you, and when them start defend, they become even more deadly because once they are fast as Jamaicans as well. That's a surprising thing, Jason. They are fast.
Yes, I'm gonna get caught. So Leon Daly, prep yourself. So anyhow, make Grenada score first.
Yes, I think we can't make them score first. That's the one thing, because that's what Suriname did, and then Suriname had to chase the game. They can't pass the ball good and stuff, so it just worked out not well for them. They have to crawl back something in the end, you know. So Make sure we score first. Don't give them that first goal so they can set up and then use what they are good at. And the only thing we can say we and them equal on is speed. You understand me? So don't give them that one opportunity to counter attack because it will be equal. Believe me.
They have more physicality than the Jamaica team.
Yes, I think they are more physical than us. Yes, but physicality leads to red cards and stuff. So we would mind them be physical, so we get rid of some of them off the field.
No red card at home. Grenada not getting no red card at home. None.
Okay, all right. Yes, they were wildly concerned on game. For real, that is true.
And they will bust man lace. Anyone they score first, they will bust Leon Bailey lace. So you better make sure so no goal no score before Jamaica go on 3.
All right, Pastor. Let's take
Pastor Damari, Shamar, the whole of protect on the lace. Because Pastor think really one can get kicked.
Robert Smith said, I'm an agent in a jersey of Grenada. Oh my God. This is an African's jersey. It has African's name on it. Please, God, stop playing with my name, man. I know you guys want me out of the category so you can crown somebody else, but I am the God. I'm not the king for the category. I am the God. I have made the category become HD. All right? That's my name, JDDH. All right? Yes, so relax yourself.
Travis put up him team. And Pastor, I never there yesterday.
So but Travis brother, team.
You're a real politician, you know. The man go from 5, go all the way to 8. I don't know how you do that.
All right, so anyway, Travis says, not my 11, Blake, Dexter, Low, Hector, Lay, okay? Lati, Bobby Reed, DJ, Leon Bailey Gray, and Bowser. All right, 4-3-3. All right. JD, stop fight with them. Nah, go stop pressure you. Yeah, man. They said JD, go your bed. All right. They said I should go on my bed because Troy just flexed to tell him that I'm the god for the category. You know, if I'm not here, nothing happens. So when you stop running me away to Suriname and everywhere because I brought the vibes to before me. All right, guys. Simon Preston was here. Simon Preston have more vibes than me, people. You don't know the truth, man. So I want to stop fight against me, man, and like my shirt. That shows that I have a lot of jerseys. All right, yeah, man. So just work with it. All right, so give me Pastor, I have some rice and peas to eat with nice meat. So let me go in peace.
Nice meat.
Yes, I don't know if it's a chicken cooking or it's oxtail. So because I never went around there until before the stream start. All right. Yes. So,
big up yourself, Mrs. JD.
Yes. Leave her alone. All right. Yeah. Yes. So, Pastor, relax. JD, what prickly you in tonight? What? JD. Las Blancos. Yes, Los Blancos. Yeah, I can admit that we are the best in the business. But with me, you bring the football in with the drama and with the style and flavor as well. You know, so you get everything with me, you know. Yeah. Man eating meat. Oh, Jesus. God. Yo, you know what, Pastor, just make a prediction. Just break a prediction. Because I've stated why I said meat, because it's too different and I never knew which one. You understand? Jesus, God. Jason, go ahead. Because you like to come and set up people on the stream. That is your problem.
Set up nothing, man.
Give your prediction and let me leave, yes, sir. All right? Yes.
Yeah, so as I am always prone to do, I will give my prediction later.
All right. All right. Pastor, just give a prediction so I can leave this damn place. All right? Yes, man.
For the fourth time in the last 3 streams, my prediction is Jamaica wins by 3 or more goals.
3 or more goals.
However, it will not be a walk in the park. We need to play football on the day, on the pitch, no matter how we look, and ensure we score before Grenada scores. Other than that, it's going to be a mountain climb.
And Warren Webster said, put on a Jamaica jersey or we beat you later. But I've said that already, that I'm going to wear a Jamaica jersey. And I've ordered a next Jamaican jersey, you know. But I don't know how I'm prone to problems.
Jersey.
Because the second time I bought that brown jersey, you know, and they keep on cancelling it because they gave me 10% because they told me that they had it and it took a while to come and then I cancelled it. They gave me the 10%. Then I used the 10% coupon to get the jersey cheaper. Then they canceled my order the second time. But I'm going to call them and cuss them out again because I'm trying to buy the brown jersey. Give JD time, eh?
It's brown.
The brown, in a brown. Of course, the brown jersey, people. It's not black. It's brown. The brown. Is it brown or black? It's brown, Jason. Not take me for fool. Come and see what me I buy.
Man, I'll take it for fool. I ask, brother.
No, a style I try. Style me say I know nothing. All right, thank you. Oh, you know, in brown. So Jason I know nothing. Yeah, man. Because that them say. That them say on with me buying it. It's brown. And you want to come tell me say black.
The man want to make sure. The man want to
no,
make
because
sure
we don't see
somebody
it.
don't know nothing.
Yes, somebody have to know nothing. Man. Jason don't know nothing. Thank you, people. Yes, man. It's same style me always, you know. And I never even know if it's brown or black for real, you know. But that they mark on the paper. No, they mark brown when me bite. No, it look black to me. It look black to me. It look black to me. It look darker. But me I say brown them right. But them right brown, so no must brown. It can't be anything else. It has to be brown, but it's a dark brown. Yes, thank you, Jason. Thanks, Jason, the real Jason. Yes, in the chat.
The real Jason.
Let me just say, Jamaica should never have a brown jersey.
No, they're going to fight
Jamaica
about Jason.
never have a brown jersey.
People later, take care, people, take care.
When brown,
it's chocolate. Oh, jeez. People later, take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. I will set up a stream soon. Bye-bye. I said I described what meat it is. Bye-bye. Oh, my God. Let me just tell you. No.
Oh, no, brown here.
Oh, my